Good afternoon and welcome to Scootfest 2015. We are live and direct from Rush Skatepark for the biggest event of the year. This is the Scootfest World Cup and we are hyped. Right now we are looking at the pros warming up on the park section. We've got an all new team format coming for you this year in 2015, bringing you street and park runs. It is going to be off the chain. The World Cup is back and bigger than ever, and we are psyched to bring it to you live and direct. Coming up in our build-up show, we've got interviews with some of the top riders. We'll be looking back at yesterday's seeding round and getting ourselves hyped for an incredible competition coming up today. Hello and welcome to the studio. My name's Todd, Grady, and I'll be taking you through this afternoon. We are so excited to be back here at Rush Skatepark for Scootfest 2015. This is just an insane weekend of scooter riding. We've had all kinds of contests yesterday. We've just finished up with the most ridiculous bowl jam I have ever seen, and we are super psyched to bring you the World Cup, followed by Best Trick, all live and online right now. This isn't just about me though, this isn't just about the guys who are here, even though we've got thousands of people in the building. This is about you guys live online as well, so get in touch. Hashtag Scootfest on your Facebook and Twitter, maybe even be able to check out Instagram later on as well. Get involved with the hashtag. Right there on the screen, we want to see you guys chatting. I've got Scootfest up in front of me and it is going off already. We've got Super Dry talking about us because they're all about Rush Skatepark down here in just outside Gloucester in the southwest of England. I want to hear about where you guys are from as well. Last year we had guys from all over the world. We've got Aussies here riding, we've got Americans here riding, we've got some guys from the Czech Republic, all across Europe, loads of Brits as well. So get in touch, tell me who your favorite rider is, tell me who you're supporting and whereabouts in the world you're from. We want to link the world together. So we got Scoot Mag out there shouting out to my boys. Well, myself really, Scoot Mag. We got Gizman here talking about us because we got some crazy stuff coming from the Czech dudes out there. We got guys from France posting about the stream. We got District getting involved because we got a big shout out to all of the sponsors who are getting involved. We got Blaqe. The whole thing is powered by Blaqe energy drink. We got Phoenix, Blazer, Crisp, Lucky, Chilli, Grit, District and Scoot Mag. Everyone's entered teams. We've got more on that crazy format. The team riders getting involved coming up in a few minutes. Right now we're going to throw across to the park. Check it out while I get my first guest in, who is none other than the world champion himself, Mr. Jordan Clark. Come on in, Jordan. We'll sit you down while we take a look at the park, that beautiful Rush skate park. Pop some cans on your head, my man, so you can hear. And there's your microphone. You can look like John Motson, just like me. All right, we're going to stick you on air, and we're going to say hello to Grit Scooter's very own world champion, Jordan Clark. How's it going, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. What about you guys?
Hold it right to your mouth. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that pro look. You look like some kind of football commentator. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm a little bit nervous, but that all comes part of it. So.
Yeah, you excited?
Excited. Done.
Yeah, excited. I guess these last few minutes, what do you feel like before you head out there?
I'm pretty confident about my run, and if I land all of it, then hopefully I'll get a good score. But then, obviously, there's so many good riders in the competition, so I've got to look out for them, I suppose. Yeah,
absolutely. Yesterday's seeding round was pretty hectic. A lot of people kind of pulling stuff out of the bag in the last minute as well. A few guys really stepping it up, and this team competition that we'll be talking about later really coming into its own. What do you feel about that? Of course, you've got a very good teammate, a guy we'll be having in a bit, Mr. Ben Thomas.
I'm really confident about that because obviously I've just come back from Australia, and Ben done really well out there, and he's on top form. So, and I'm looking forward to it, and I've got such a good team, which is Ben. So
yeah, he didn't have the best qualifying runs, but I think he's keeping his wick, his kindling dry.
He's keeping it back. Hopefully.
Yeah, man, and you smashed it yesterday. Second in seeding, we called it, because nobody got knocked out.
Yeah,
we're just putting the guys in order for the running order today. Jordan will be running second to last because he seeded second. Are you happy with your run yesterday?
Yeah, I'm happy. Not really happy with the last trick, but it's all part of it, and plus it doesn't really matter, it's just where you start, so.
Yeah, of course you guys didn't check it out yesterday, the guys in the building did, but Jordan had an absolute killer run, especially in the park. His run yesterday was outrageous, just didn't quite get that last trick down, meant he was just missed out on the top spot. But yeah, incredible to see stuff from Jordan. Who are you really looking forward to? Whose run do you want to watch out there? Not who do you think is going to beat you? Whose runs are you really enjoying watching?
Obviously, I'm really looking forward to watch Dakota because he's a powerhouse, and obviously Ben Thomas, he's quality. Looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Archie Cole, actually.
Yeah, Archie killed it. He really he's repping out there, repping Scoot Mag. Great to see him back riding in comps, and he really pulled it out in the street section. That front board of his is steezy.
Yeah, he done really well yesterday. Really confident with his riding. Obviously, he qualified third, so that must have boosted his confidence a bit.
Yeah, for sure. Have we got shouting out anybody on Twitter? Get hashtag Scootfest if you want to say hello to Jordan. Got a quick question for him. You got what's your handle on? You got Twitter?
No, I ain't got Twitter.
No, you got where you at on Instagram? Do the old
make
shout
sure
out.
you follow me on Instagram, at Jordan Clark 14.
This guy has skyrocketed since he got a world champion. You went from like 7,000 followers to like 35.
I went from 2,974 followers to 33.6k.
That's a surefire statistic right there. That is serious digits. Yeah, so get following Jordan Clark on Twitter. Got a Facebook page as well. I'm sure you can go shout it out. Get on there, hashtag Scootfest, and we'll see questions pop up in front of me. Got a couple more minutes left with Jordan, so if you sneak that in, he can get in touch before we get in our next guy, who is actually your teammate, is going to be coming in and joining us. We're going to have Mr. Ben Thomas in, as well as Ryan Upchurch, who is here riding for Phoenix this weekend, filling in for the poor old. Who was it? Took a slam.
Rumat
Sally, that's it. He took a brutal slam, and it was really sad to see him have to take the weekend off due to smashing his eye up pretty nice. But
you got to give some props to Ryan though, because he literally just jumped on Rumet's scooter and he's already killing it. So.
Yeah, Ryan killed it. And how do you like talking about Ryan killing it? You killing it as well in the bowl jam today. What do you feel about the bowl jam?
Yeah, the bowl jam was good. Obviously, I love the fact that Lewis won because his runs were really good and stuff like that. Yeah,
unfortunately, we couldn't bring it to you on the live stream, but Lewis Williams taking out the King of Bowl, the first ever King of Bowl competition here at Scootfest. Really psyched on that whole competition and really hope it can carry on in the future. Jordan put in some sick runs as well, but there's only one prize to the winner, 500 quid. But Ryan Upchurch, another guy, stepped it up, Cota threw down in there. Cam Ward was just like a cloud. He was just floating around. Love that. Yeah, absolutely outrageous from everyone. And the bowl here at Rush is an incredible bowl. And there'll be an edit of that flying out shortly. Here we go. We got some stuff coming in. How about you give that top one a shout out? A shout out from the world champ.
Shout out to Bradley Brand
and his 7-year-old.
His 7-year-old friend, give him a shout out as well.
Finley Holtz.
Finley Holtz, yeah.
Big shout out to Finley Holtz. Nick saying, Nick Lindsay Abraire saying, yo, what's good, Jordan? Hope you beat Cota and the others today. Good to see some. Do you get a lot of good stuff from your fans? Do you get a lot of people getting in touch on your Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that?
I get a lot of good comments on my Instagram, and then obviously you get your bad comments, but you just gotta ignore them and then focus on the good comments, what people say. So, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're always gonna split opinion when you're top of the game, and yeah, it's always gonna be the way. You just gotta ride it and ride the good times, eh?
Yeah, man.
Sick. All right, we're gonna let Jordan get back out there and practice. Any final shout outs?
Shout out to Grit Scooters for just helping me out over the last 6 months. They've been awesome. And my local skate shop, ESP. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. at Jamie_ESP. Make sure you give him a shout out and make sure you follow him. Yeah, repping the locals. Good to see him. His folks are in the studio as well. Hello, folks. How you doing? Giving a wave, getting some photos through his Instagram. They're always supporting you. It's great to see family getting behind you. Yeah. Yeah, sick, Jordan. Thanks very much. You head out, get back out there in the park, and good luck, dude. Cheers.
All right, big shout out to the world champ Jordan Clark, taking a little bit of time out of practice to come in and say hello. Get involved. Coming up, we've got Ben Thomas and my man Ryan Upchurch. Great to see them coming in. We've got some VT. I'm going to show you around the park. We went around there before the whole thing kicked off. I got some time in the park on my own to show you around, show all the elements of this incredible Rush Park and Plaza. Big shout out once again to all of those sponsors. Powered by Blaqe, Scootfest is this year. Phoenix, Blazer, Crisp, Lucky, Chilli Pro, Grit, District, and Scoot Mag. Thanks very much to all you guys helping to put this incredible event on, bringing your riders down to shred. That is what's up. Once again, get involved on Twitter and Facebook. Hashtag Scootfest, and it'll be popping up on my screen right in front of me. We're going to be bringing in our next interviewee. Coming up in a few seconds, that will be Ben Thomas, repping for the Aussies, so getting them involved. Shout out if you're watching from Australia, get involved on hashtag Scootfest. I've had loads of people the last few years coming over from Australia, riding in Scootfest, and all of the Aussies getting behind them on Twitter. Love to see that. All right, we're going to throw across to an ad break right now, and we'll be back with Ben Thomas in just a minute or so. See you then.
Just any minutes of practice remaining to be done.
And we are back here at Rush Skate Park for Scootfest 2015, and I have got my main man beside me, Mr. Ben Thomas. How's it going, Ben?
How are we, man? Yeah, good.
Yeah, how are we feeling? Just pulled you in from practice. Am I getting in the way, or am I giving you a nice little break?
Hot, itchy, but yeah.
Sweaty, hot and itchy.
Good.
That's how I like to be ready for a competition as well.
That's
Sweaty, hot and itchy.
A lot of people, it's an indoor, so yeah.
So
Sweaty.
yeah, so what's it been like out there? How you enjoying Scootfest 2015?
Yeah, man, it's good. Like, I like this park. I like the scene here. I like the atmosphere. So, and the parks suit me pretty well. I didn't ride as well as I could have yesterday, but I feel that I'm up to it today. So.
Sweet,
See
yeah.
how we can go.
A little bit of disappointing seeding run, but of course that it doesn't matter too much.
Seeding,
just
so
sets you in
the
place. So yeah, just for you guys out there. Yesterday, all of the riders took 2 runs, and we seeded them based on their score. The top rider from each team got to go in the first half, and the bottom rider from the second half from each team gets to go in the second half. They run first, and so the top score from each team gets to run towards the end. Of course, there's a little bit of a bonus in that you get to see what everyone's done before you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I don't know if that applies
it's
to you.
It's not crucial, but it gives you that advantage.
Gives you that little
to see what people have done and try up it, or if someone does something that you're going to do or something like that, you can sort that out.
Yeah. But also, I wonder if it applies to a lot of other riders a bit more than you when you're so unique with your riding, like you're using a lot of different bits of the park that other people aren't using.
That's it. Well, I mean, I try to keep it as original as to my style, and try not just copy things that other people do, and try to make up my own kind of stuff. So
absolutely, that's what.
It can be a bit more difficult, but it's worth it in the end if you get.
Yeah, absolutely, and we all love to see it. Get those any tweets for Ben Thomas coming in.
Rake him in.
Rake him in. What else do they need to tag in? You got a Twitter username or?
No, I don't have Twitter.
No. What were you?
I might get it after this. So.
Yeah. Twitter's great for this. We can get such a good conversation going.
Tweeting in.
Yeah, we'll get. I'll check out the Facebook as well. See, get the hashtags on Facebook. They've been working for a while, haven't they? We can check them out. What have you felt about the whole event this year? Like the atmosphere going on?
Yeah, I like the atmosphere here. Rush is awesome. It's a good place. So, it's crappier weather outside. It's better inside, no matter where you are. So
it's
been good.
Missing out on the summer down home.
Yeah, so I'm on an endless winter at the moment. So winter's just going over in WA. So now it's over here. So
yeah.
So I just bought a snowboard jacket. Yeah, so everyone's loving it. So it's doing me well over here. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, man. When are you headed back soon, or are you around?
Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, you're not hanging around.
The long 20-hour flight back on Tuesday.
Looking forward to that. Hopefully it'll be good if you can take a nice big check home with you.
Oh, that'll be
feeling
awesome.
that. Yeah.
Jordan's pretty keen, so we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, get it done. What have you felt about the old like team format? You enjoyed?
Yeah, I enjoyed
working.
I reckon it's a really good idea. It's something new, something different. So you can't keep the same old boring stuff, and it kind of makes them rely on their teammates and stuff as well to do.
Yeah, do you feel that you're both pushing each other as well? Like,
yeah, definitely.
Don't want to let the other guy down.
Between each other, let each other down and stuff. So yeah, gives you a bit of a boost.
Yeah, sweet.
It's good.
So before we go, you want to do any shout outs? You want to tell us your Instagram name, stuff like that?
Yeah, Instagram, Ben Thomas, 2 S's _. Shout out to Grit as well. So, and yeah, just my family, everyone, sponsor for Get Me Out Here and just killing it. So
nice.
Awesome,
all right.
Yeah.
Cheers, Ben. Pleasure as always. Get back out there, get those practice runs stuff.
It's comfy, man.
This is why I do this, man.
Really
I could be out there riding in the World Cup, but I'm like, I'd prefer to chill on the sofa.
Yeah.
I can like when it's live in there as well. I don't even have to look good. I like take off my shirt, get some pizza, get my feet up, like just
like
straight chilling.
That's what I'm gonna be doing after this.
I got the World Cup on one screen, but I just got like Netflix on the other. Just watching some Archer.
No worries.
Just chill. Yeah,
Probably don't
pizza.
Have to pay for it. So.
No. I got all those dodgy illegal caps. Just.
That's unfair, man.
Yeah. Hey, man. You do what you do. All right, Ben. Pleasure as always. Get back out there, get yourself warmed up, and
practice and get sweaty again.
Get sweaty. Well, it's better than being freezing like yesterday.
Knee pads now, and I don't usually ride knee pads.
Yeah. I bet they smell bad.
Yeah. Jordan spares.
Jordan spares. Oh man, second-hand knee pads. That's bleak.
They're probably
that's bleak.
Those, that's all right.
All right, sick, man. All right, cheers, man. We're gonna get Ryan Upchurch in here coming up. Thanks very much to Ben. He's the boss. making sure we're representing all of the regions who've turned up. We got Europeans, we got Australians, we've got Americans, all getting involved. We're going to head over to the Twitter. Let's see what's going on. Jolene says Sed's going to bust out a couple double flares for show. Tech Gang, pretty sure that is Lewis Chrysampton. I think he's on the judging. If he busts out a double flare, that would be pretty impressive. Straight off the judge's couch. Shout me out, says Ewan Churchill. What up, Ewan Churchill? Name, nice surname of Nathan Churchill, who will be out there as well, repping. Shout out to Nathan Pickin, the Street Life, and Bradley123, lol, says Bradley Brand. Rulu, let's go Archie Cole. Yes, Rulu, that's what's up. Scoot Mag represent. Scoot Mag fielding a couple of unsponsored riders, pretty good ones though. Mr. Archie Cole and Mr. Dakota Shoots. Dream team, love it. And they were top team seed coming into today's finals. We got Dakota sitting on top. We'll be able to hopefully look at that start list shortly. Just wondering when the street comp is going to start, says Nick Lindsay Aber. Well, we've got one run in the street and one run in the park, and the street will be first, so that'll be coming up at 2:30. So less than half an hour to go now until the first runs, and we're starting with the street. If you're a bit confused about the whole format, don't worry. I've got a nice VT coming up in about 15 minutes time. We'll be telling you all about it. Right now, I've got another main man just walked into the studio. Mr. Ryan Upchurch is going to come and join me on the couch, this comfy couch. Don't worry, man. If you're just going to sit down, you're going to be like, I don't want to go ride now. Handing over the sweet microphone to Mr. Ryan Upchurch. Ryan, how's it going?
Good, man. Glad to be out here at Scootfest. It's been a while since I've been in the UK, and it's been cool watching everyone throw down and stuff here so far.
It's sick to see you back in the UK. Make sure you hold that right up close to your lip, other way around. Cool. Right up close, right like that. Make sure the fans can hear you. So Ryan's out here. You were originally supposed to join me on the couch here for a decent part of today's seed, but then you had to go fill in for a friend of yours a fallen friend.
Yeah, man. Rumet the other day was trying to get some front flares on lock, and was doing it on the big quarter after the box, and one of them just came up a bit short and ended up smacking his eye up a little bit, so I told him that I'd step in for him and even ride his own scooter.
It was brutal. It was a nasty, nasty slam, and he has possibly the best black eye I've ever seen.
Definitely one to put on a poster
right
man.
now, yeah. And he wouldn't let me take a photo of it. I was like, let me take a photo of it for the Scoot Mag Instagram, and he was like, no. He's been walking around looking like a baller in shades all weekend. Bucket hat, shades, looking like a G, just like stomping around eating pizza all weekend. But he had a nasty concussion, but it's great to see him. Bounce back. But also, wicked to see you back in the comp. I know you originally were pretty stoked on just being able to kind of chill around this weekend, maybe enter the bowl comp. That's pretty cool. I guess you were thrown in at deep end, but you did really well yesterday, and you absolutely sent it. The street section especially, I was really hyped on your run.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. I'm just trying to do everything I can out there right now. I haven't really rode too much over the past few months. I've been working really hard in the office and everything, so it's been really good to actually get it back out on my scooter and just get a feel for the park and just have some fun, man. It's been cool.
Yeah, it's great to see. I've been chatting you a lot before each issue of Scoot Mag. I'm always chatting to Ryan about new design stuff that he's working on. It was great to chat to the guys in your office about your new guy Tyler Bradley for the new issue. Definitely well worth checking out, by the way. Tyler taking the cover shot and Ryan hooking me up with some really decent design work. So it's not just riding you do, you're really ingrained in the industry now.
Yeah, man, just being a part of it and being around the kids honestly is the biggest part for me. It's not even just being the best and going out there and doing the biggest tricks. It's inspiring the little guys that are going to be coming up next and helping them, every step of the way.
Yeah.
Any way I can, man. It isn't just riding, it's talking to them, it's listening to them, and being a mentor.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially, have you been helping doing any kind of design part for hardware and anything like that recently?
Yeah, man. I've actually done a bit of Phoenix design work, so all the sequel and session completes that you've seen coming out. I did design work for those. The new Ion decks that just came out for Phoenix, I did all the artwork for those decks, as well as some of the Vendetta decks that all came out for Grit. I did that line, and actually just this Christmas season I worked on a promo with Jason Chilli for the new Phoenix pilot.
Yeah.
And actually flew him out for his first scooter trip. It was really cool. He's like a young am rider.
Yeah, saw that promo. It was good.
Yeah, man, welcomed them to the team by flying him out to PDX and filmed with him and everything. So it was really cool to introduce him like to the scooter life that way. And
Sick.
we sort of want to do that every year.
So you guys look like you got a good thing going on in Portland. What's it like out there now? Big crew of guys from your office, and then a lot of other guys heading out there as well. It seems like a really cool city. You enjoying it out there?
Yeah, man, it's becoming quite the hub, honestly. It's funny that half of my friends from the East Coast now are like living with me. There's always people in and out of the house. Like, it's quite funny, honestly. It's like a dorm room almost. There's couches here. There's a mattress on the corner of the room as well, and we constantly have different people from all different countries and stuff staying at our house. It's
Sick.
the scooter house, man.
All right, I'm coming. You've sold me. I'm coming. I want to go to Portland. Ever since I watched the first episode of Portlandia, I was like, I want to go to that place.
It's too funny, man. That show is spot on with the city. It's ridiculous.
That's a great show. Just before we go, quick, how you feeling before competing? Obviously, like, are you just going to go out there and have some fun?
Yeah, man, that's the plan. And, I mean, I'm obviously going to do what I can, hopefully make the crowd get on their feet a little bit. And if I land it, then it'll be good. If I don't land it, then I'm just going to send it real big, man.
Nice. Let's see another one of those 540s we saw in the bowl. That was huge.
Yeah, man, I'm hoping to get that 900 a little bit later as well.
Yeah.
I was trying to send that and kept poo shooting a little bit, so hopefully next time get it.
Sweet, we'll get there. We'll get there, man. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Get back to practice. Get yourself warmed up, and we'll see you out there on the course.
All right, cool, man. Cheers. Thanks for interviewing me.
No worries, brother. All right, big thanks to Mr. Ryan Upchurch. Session for Phoenix this weekend in place of Rumet Salik, who took a bail. Unlucky for him. It was great. It was just good to see him bounce back, even though he had a bit of a concussion after that. Good to see him back on his feet. We're going to head across to the Twitter right now and see what's going on, see what the chat says. Got loads coming in. That's what we like to see whilst we look out on the park. It's actually the kids back out on the main park now as the pros move across to the street to warm up. Looking for hashtag Scootfest on Facebook and Twitter. So going over to the Facebook, we're going to say Team Mason and Ryan to win. Good shout. Mason Leonardi is Ryan's teammate. So Holly Eden saying go Ryan after he was in the studio just now. He's partnered by Mason Leonardi. Mason always absolutely kills it in park comps. He just was amazing in the street section as well. Linda Foster, sorry we didn't get to you while Ben was in the studio, but we'll chuck you out a shout out to the Perth boys. Jordan Giacopo saying that as well. Shout out to those Perth boys on that East Coast. Back to that Twitter then. Big shout out. Loads of people saying Perth boys. Everybody after the shout out from Ben. Repping his hometown. Got mates out in Perth as well, so need to get out there and see a beautiful city. Sam Carter says he wishes he could be here watching everyone kill it, but he hopes Lewis wins with all that steez. Big shout out to you, Sam Carter. Lewis absolutely killed it today in the King of Bowl competition. Taking the win, scooping a big old check to take home today, so he has already done well. Be sure to check that edit coming out soon on the Scoot Mag channel. Well, it will be on Scoot Mag, but also check out Scootfest channel. You can get there if you're watching this live stream. Just click on the YouTube link and it will take you right there. Give it a follow, and we'll see all the edits from Scootfest 2015 coming your way. Big shout out to Nick Lindsay Bear. He met Ryan over at Woodward. Says he's super sick. He certainly is. Shout out to NYC as well, watching from New York City. Dylan Morrison getting involved. Vincent and I are cheering you on, baby, to church. Hell yeah, Dylan. Cheering on a great guy right there. Lewis Williams for the win, says Christopher Lambert. Another one. Everybody, Lewis is the rider's rider. Lewis and Church both. Holly Eden says Mason's always killing it. Get this trending. Hashtag Team Leonardi. I like that one. Luke asks when did the first run start? They start in approximately 20 minutes now. Half past will be getting underway with first runs. First up will be the street section. Billy Atkins getting involved on the live stream. He killed it today in the bowl comp. Floaty as a cloud, that kid is. He says he wants to get on the live stream. Billy, we already got you into the bowl comp. I'm afraid you're too much of a liability to get on the live stream. But I will come and find you in the bar. Grab me a Thatcher's. Tom Back says, asked if Ben's got any hidden bangers ready for today. He definitely have. You are in for a treat with Ben Thomas's runs. He was holding it back yesterday. Didn't want to push it too much in seeding. Knew that he was always going to make it through to that final, as all 18 riders will go through to today's final. But so he's keeping that kindling dry, ready for today. What we're looking at, new results coming in every second. Come on, Tanner Fox, says Liam Phillips. Yeah, Tanner Fox from Lucky getting in here. Great to see riders coming over from the US. Tanner, some kind of YouTube sensation right now, isn't he? Blowing up. Got that Harry Main vid, rolling around on hoverboards and stuff. Edgar Sago Alonso says Dakota Schutz will win. That is a definite possibility. That guy can never be ruled out. He is an absolute powerhouse, as Jordan Clark called him. It's going to be so great to see. This is the first contest ever to host 2 world champions. Of course, Dakota holding on to that world championship for 3 full years before Jordan won it this year. And this is the first time they'll ever ride together, making this the first ever competition to feature 2 world champions. Super psyched about that. Gutted to not be at Scootfest. Big shout out to all the Scottish riders that have made the trip. Big up Paul Ritchie. Shout out to Duncan for being a dad from Bradley. What else have we got? Still coming in, loads coming in. Looking over on the Facebook, what have we got? Got anything? Got all kinds of stuff popping up. All right, we're about to throw over to an ad break. After that, we'll be showing you around the course and the format. See you after the break. It's a deep burn. You got to limber up for Scootfest 2015. This is the park for the almighty World Cup. I'm going to show you around. I'm really excited to get this underway, and this weekend is going to be nuts. So we'll start off our park walk here in the park this year, expanding into the street section as well, but we're going to show you around both sections. And what a better place to start than where most people will start their runs, coming into this massive vert wall featuring that huge Scootfest logo. I love this thing. It is so massive and scary. I love it. So much speed for this enormous 6-foot takeoff jump box with a huge roll on it, carrying loads of speed and getting outrageous height. Dudes are going to be sending all kinds of combos over this thing. So we're here on top of the jump box looking at all of the options we have around us. This park is so unique and I absolutely love it. After you've landed on this big roll top, they carry so much speed into that enormous quarter where people are just boosting absolutely massive. The coping is like butter as well. See people lip sliding along there, sending huge flares before turning around and facing the cereal bowl. Doesn't actually sound that scary, does it? But it's really cool and it's bright orange and it's just like a weird feature. What other parks do you see this in? There's a coping around the outside that we saw some guys doing crazy little bonks on the way out of. Absolutely love this thing. Park like no other. The next crazy unique feature of this park is this massive banked wall with a hip in the middle of it. This thing looks like a snowplow. Huge wall rides over the top of it, crazy tricks on the little transfers as well. This thing is a real bonus to this park. You get loads of speed as well coming in through into this crazy little bowled out section, this mad lump in the middle which is super tech to ride. Loads of opportunities for transfers, lip slides, hitting the coping as we head over towards the hitching post. This bowled out corner is kind of the last main feature of the park we want to see. This hitching post has seen loads of crazy stuff on it. Ben Thomas is going to kill this, absolutely. This thing's all bowled out as well. Loads of opportunities, turn around and hit in the park. You never need to kick in this park. If you do, you're losing speed and you're definitely going to get marked down by the judges. You don't need it though, it's got so much flow. Rush Skatepark is the place to be right now. So we've now made the transition. We are in the street plaza. All the guys getting one run on the park, one run on the street plaza, so everything is all to play for, and giving the guys who are a bit more street focused that real, like a chance to mix it up with the top guys. We are in Ledgetopia right now. Look at this, so many options. We got little mani pads here. We got all the angle bar you could want. We got coping, we got kickers on. We got a movable kicker off as well. Bank to turn around on, little mini bonk, all the stuff. This thing just has so many options. Guys killed this last year and I'm so excited to see it in the main comp this year for the World Cup. Welcome to the Great Pyramid of Rush. This thing is the craziest little bank to ledge you've ever seen. Bowled out end, square end. We saw guys doing all kinds of crazy manual tricks, nose manual tricks. You've got the butteriest ledge on the top of it as well. This thing has all the options. Love it. And coming into it, we've got a massive A-frame wall ride. This thing, a big Scootfest wall ride. Absolutely love this thing. And it means you can carry shed loads of speed into that Great Pyramid. Yeah, this is just an incredible setup. Really excited to see the guys sesh on this. No self-respecting street plaza is complete without an amazing stair set, and this is an absolute daddy. Look at the size of this handrail. We've got 10 stairs here. We've got a massive hover on one side, one on the other, Euro gap, proper sized handrail. This thing is beefy. We're going to see some burly stuff get thrown down on here for sure. This is the centerpiece of an incredible street plaza. So the final piece of this street plaza, these guys have actually gone into Bristol, just like scraped a whole street up and dropped it in their skate park. This is kind of like the real street plaza. Got crazy concrete blocks on the floor. We got a really sketchy wall ride to start things off, and then you come through this amazing little driveway. We've got little shops here and everything. We've got a really nice flat down rail. I want to see people go all the way over that. And then my favourite feature of this entire street plaza is this crazy bar, bank to bar, like closeout rail. We're going to see people gapping over the top of here. You can gap onto this rail. This thing has so many options. Look down there, you've got a sketchy landing as well with the curb there. Anyone want to land on the curb? And even a little pole jam behind as well. This thing is legit. Don't park on the double yellow zone. So Scootfest 2015, what an event, what a skate park. We've got the incredible park in there for all you transition guys. We've got the insane street plaza here. All the riders going to be riding both. It's going to get hectic. Let's go! Hashtag Scootfest. Tell us what you think about using both sections. Tell us what you think about that park section. Tell us about what you think about that incredible street plaza. I want to hear what you want to hear as we look at Cam Ward warming up in that street plaza right now with James Power right behind him. That is the view in the skate park at the moment. It is manic. We have hundreds of people in the building, all the kids down, supporting their favourite riders, having a sick sesh. Archie Cole there riding for Scoot Mag, getting himself warmed up. There is the nose manny master, Mr. Ben Thomas, hitting that crazy pyramid. Love that thing. Any questions you want to ask about that skate park as well, just let me know. Hashtag Scootfest on Twitter and we will get them answered. Everything is huge in this place, by the way. I think that kind of dwarfed it. Everything's in fisheye. That wall right, that big vert wall coming in is just outrageous. Love that wall, big A-frame wall ride with the Chilli logo there underneath it. Sends you with super duper speed into that big pyramid. That's Killian Lersch heading over the pyramid. Jordan Clark, who we had in earlier, repping for Grit Scooters. Martin Noble and Mr. Richard Zelinka just chilling there as well. There is Dakota Shoots, multiple world champion riding for Scoot Mag. Another Scoot Mag rider, but in this competition repping for Crisp, Mr. Lewis Williams, who just took home that bowl comp. We are logging back into Twitter to see what is going on over there. It has been crazy busy with hashtag Scootfest this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, wherever you are in the world. Once again, we want to know where you are coming from, where you're watching live and direct. We got any Aussies in the building? Had lots of shout outs for the Perth boys this morning. In fact, it's very late for you guys. You're way ahead of us. Don't tell us what happened in the future, all right? Hashtag Scootfest, but no spoilers. Hashtag no spoilers. So we are now just minutes away. 10 minutes remaining. We've got a little VT coming up about our format for this year. It's a new team format. Really easy to understand once you get to grips with it. And we are just about to head over to that. Get hashtag and Scootfest and we'll see you on the other side of this clip. All right, welcome to the Scootfest World Cup. This is a competition that was first devised several years ago. We run an insane competition back in 2012, I believe it was, invited the world's best riders to compete in an individual competition. This year, we've mixed it up slightly, come up with a completely new format that we think is really going to be amazing for you guys to watch and for the guys to ride in. What we proposed is a team competition. Everybody's always out with their crews or out with their brands filming and entering competitions. Why not make it about that? Make it about the guys riding together. So we took teams of 2 riders and mixed it up across the whole thing as well. We don't want to see riders who can just ride one thing. We want to see a whole broad spectrum of riding. So we've got the guys riding both park and street sections. We've got a real mix of riders and we've got riders working together to make an incredible team. Today's format is simpler than it seems. All we're taking is a run in the street and the park from each rider and adding them together to make a team score. Each rider will take a run in the street section. Each rider will take a run in the park section. We'll add up the team scores, get rid of the lowest one, and that is the final score for that team, which is the big thing. Everything that we're fighting for here is that team competition. We're going to give a prize to the best individual, but the team score is really what is going to win that Scootfest World Cup. We're really excited about our new format. We think that using both street and park sections, using the team together and rewarding consistency really makes that World Cup win extra special and rewards those riders who can do just about anything. We are going to be live all day on hashtag Scootfest, so tweet in your questions. If you've got anything you need to ask me, I'll be sure to hook you up with an answer. Today is going to be epic, so get hashtagging, get on Instagram, get on Facebook, get Scootfest out there. This is going to be the biggest competition the world has ever seen. Welcome back to Scootfest 2015. I'm getting excited, I'm getting antsy, I'm starting to shake because we are now just minutes away from those first runs. We're going to head over to the park in just a second and watch these riders just absolutely throw down. First up, it will be the Street Plaza. After that little format intro, any questions for us, get them in on #Scootfest on Twitter. We'll be answering them for you. Doing shout outs, all kinds of stuff as we go through. Let us know what you think of the runs of the park, which team is doing best. We want to see it all. We are super psyched right now as we head into these first runs. Everything is so tight. Yesterday's seeding was outrageously close, and we're going to be able to show you the start list in just a couple of seconds and see that running order after seeding. When I say seeding, we had a run through of all the riders yesterday. They took one run in the street, one run in the park. We added the scores together and we seeded them. This is how they will start. Well, right here we have the teams coming up. So representing Scoot Mag, we have Dakota Schutz from the USA, Archie Cole from the UK. Representing Grit, there's Jordan Clark out of the UK and Ben Thomas. Shout out to Dakota. A little bit of a spelling mistake. Apologies for that. District are Cam Ward from the USA, as well as Rich Zelinka out of the Czech Republic. That dude is one of the best all-rounders in the world. He threw down in the street and park. He's got crazy rail combos and a 540 flare. That dude can do absolutely everything. Watch out for the district team today. They killed it yesterday. Second-ranked team, I believe. Phoenix, Mason Leonardi, another UK rider with Ryan Upchurch stepping in for Rumet Salik. Unlucky to see him go, but couldn't think of a finer guy to step in. USA's Ryan Upchurch. Crisp will be a UK affair. Lewis Williams, who's fresh off a victory in the bowl competition, and James Power, aka the Tech Wizard. This dude has all kinds of manuals. He is always putting a smile on everybody's face, and such a nice dude as well. Lucky coming through with a UK-USA combo. Finn Daly, an under-the-radar rider worldwide, but this kid is outrageous in a competition. Incredible consistency, nuts tricks. That guy has it all. Tanner Fox, definitely not an unknown. This guy is now all over the world. Tanner Fox, always repping on YouTube, racking up those views. Tanner Fox, been killing it, coming over from California. Blaqe energy drink powering the whole of Scootfest this year and entering a hammer of a team. Hunter Shoots is partnered by Nathan Churchill. Another shout out to a fallen rider. Solly Bloomfield went down, was originally representing Blaqe. Solly Bloomfield, another UK rider who we were really excited to see, but took the nastiest slam in seeding rounds. But we can't think, another guy who is a great replacement, Nathan Churchill, threw down yesterday, and really happy to see him out there. That guy can throw a bar spin on any trick. Blazer are represented by Corey Fuller, who is actually British, he is GBR, and Kylian Laha, all the way from France, from over there. Big shout out to the France at the moment as well, going through some nasty times. Kylian headed over here. Chilli pro Ryan Mcnamara, good to see him back representing the UK. And Martin Nogel, who was out yesterday with took a bad slam, but it's great to see him back on his scooter this morning. The Czech OG back involved. So Chilli bringing back Ryan Mcnamara and Martin Nogel, two OGs. Great to see them repping. Heading over to the Twitter then, as we have 2 minutes before those runs start in the Street Plaza. Final warm-up going on. Shout out to the BSC and Thistle Scooters repping it for Scotland scene, for the Scotland scene. I love the dudes from Scotland. They're always killing it. That is from Matt Brown. All right, we've got more shout-outs coming out, but right now I have got to introduce the Scootfest World Cup 2015. We are coming live and direct from Rush Skatepark, just outside Gloucester in the UK. An insane facility holding an insane event. The Scootfest World Cup now, a team event with guys coming from each brand riding together to build an overall score. That is Nathan Churchill. He is representing Blaqe, and he's out of the UK. He smashed it yesterday. Didn't actually ride in the seeding rounds, but was riding all day and getting a real good feel for the park. He's getting introduced in the park, getting a big reception from the UK crowd here. Lots of friends out there in the crowd. They're just clearing the park in there. Get in touch on Twitter, hashtag Scootfest. Tell us who you're excited to see. We got hundreds coming in, thousands watching online. Let's watch Nathan drop in. Here we go. The Scootfest World Cup 2015, starting off with that front side lip slide. Triple whipping, dropping in that Euro gap, and the bar twist out of the backside feeble. How thick is that hoodie? He is totally tropical right now. Here's Nathan. Whip bar in. It's that quad whip over the little hip on that crazy pyramid. Stomping the inward over that pyramid hip. So many new results coming up on Twitter. Absolutely loving this as Nathan is out there cruising the park, this street plaza. Of course, all of the riders getting one run in the plaza and one run on the park. We then add their team score together, so 2 riders, and drop the lowest run overall, so 3 scores. Nathan finishing up. Nice little run from him. The park will be his stronger point. That's the great thing about this. The great thing about this format is it really mixes things up, really evens out the playing field for the guys who like one area more than others, but also really rewards those guys who can kill it across both. .68 coming through for Nathan Churchill. As we see some replays as we get our second rider into position. There's Nathan riding for Blaqe. Scootfest powered by Blaqe this year. Brand new energy drink coming out of Denmark. Well, not brand new, they actually represented at Scootfest a few years ago. 68 the first score. Solid first run from Nathan Churchill out of the UK, riding for Blaqe. Heading over to Twitter then, let's see what's coming in. Team Tanner from Will Agate. Team Leonardi from Jess Brenthal. Shout out to Mason. Bradley Brand, you've been chatting all day, love that. Shout out to the BSC and Paul Nugent. Jordan Clark and Archie Cole for the win, says Ollie. Hell yeah, Britain representing those two guys really throw down. Kota will win, says Nathan. Or Nathaniel. Jess Brenthal, Mason and Orion will be the best. Good shout. Shout out to Nick Oliver. Blaine Rolden, watching all the way from Austin, Texas. Go Jordan Clark, go Blaine. And we have rider 2 on course. It is Martin Nogel riding for Chilli. Martin Nogel from the Czech Republic, riding for Chilli. OG, I love this dude, he's so nice. One-footed feeble. Look at that smile on his face. The dude just loves to ride his scooter and has done for about 15 years now. He is the dude. Him and a few core riders are pretty much totally responsible for the Czech scene, which is now absolutely popping. Loads of big names coming out of the Czech Republic. Prague, a real hub. Love it over in Prague as well. Went over for the European Championships a few years ago, and it was sick. Those dudes know how to throw a competition. Keep those questions and shout-outs coming in as Martin Nogel finishes his first run in the street section. Starting with the lowest seeds, of course, today. Those two riders actually, unfortunately, didn't get to complete their second runs, or the people they're standing in for didn't get to complete their second run, so were scored as the bottom seeds. If you look at some replays, got that whip on, landing crossfoot on the pyramid. And I love this one-footed feeble. Who does a one-footed feeble? Martin Nogel does a one-footed feeble. Atta baby. As we see those scores come in then. Looking like a 61 for Martin Nogel. Got the scores popping up live in front of me. So there is Killian Laha riding for Blazer Pro Scooters. This guy destroyed a set of bars in yesterday's. He was riding so hard, then attempted to bend them back mid-comp, but instead picked up James Power's scooter instead and immediately hit the biggest handrail in the place with it. He's a boss. Flowed the bowl like an absolute champ today as well. This dude knows how to shred. Stomping that scooter flip up the Euro gap. Into that pyramid, big old nose manual, couldn't quite hold it. Stalling up in front of the judges. 4 incredibly experienced judges up there on the judging bench as well. We're taking all of their scores and averaging them out to give one final score. Bar spin off that little wall rider turnaround. Heading into that back section, which is, like I described, just a scraped up bit of street, yes, bank to bar, popping over it, nosediving it. And a little 360 to finish up. Killian Laha is going to have a hit on the hubber for the crowd. Getting the Smith down it. The Frenchman flying around that course. Great to see.
Was outstanding, unpopular scoring, and it is a 72 for the French rider.
A score of 72 for Killian Laha coming in then. That front side Phoebes was locked on that pyramid. That ledge is so buttery. I'll tell you who I want to see back on that ledge is Mr. Wazza. He killed it last year. He's headed back to the UK soon. I love that guy, always doing stuff with Scoot Mag. But Killian, killing it out there for France and Blazer Scooters. Now frontside Smith to finish up. Real nice. Next rider up is James Power from the UK and riding for Crisp. Killian chatting with Cam Ward. Never guess which country he's from. Stars and Stripes. Anyone out there on Twitter from the USA? We've had Texans on. We've got lots of people supporting Tanner. Guessing there's some Americans in there. That is James Power, one of the best names in scoot riding. What's surname? Power. Yeah. Blaqe, at the story of Blaqe, just says Koa. Straight up Koa. Dylan Morrison, yes, with the hashtag. Hashtag Team Tommy. That is now 3 years old, I believe, and still an excellent hashtag. Shout out to Dylan Morrison. Go follow him on Twitter at @DMorrison. James Power's off though, starting off whipping in. Cruising up on the wall ride. Bonking that ice. Bar spin, tyre tap to turn it round. Cruising around, getting himself locked in for probably going for some behemoth mental combo. That is James's style. Oh, just missing out, getting in from the Smith, going manual, scooter fakie, Smith in. It's the front side ice on that mini rail. It's got 15 seconds left on the clock. Little scooter fakie as he heads over that mini driveway. And that's time for him coming around the world to finish up. Oh yeah, and the swagged out after bang. James Power, new rider for Crisp, joining the team a few weeks ago. Had a little interview with him in the latest issue of Scoot Mag, which you can pick up now online, 23. That dude's a real character to talk to. He's such a nice guy, real good advocate for scooter riding. And also follow him on Instagram, man. He has the craziest combos. He like manuals. He can't even use Instagram. His manuals are too long for the 15-second limit. So unlucky not to get out of that one. Mason and Ryan to win. Loads of love for Mason Leonardi and Ryan Upchurch. People getting behind Phoenix. Got more Team Tanners, more shout outs. Keep them coming in. Twitter's the best place, easiest for us to see. They pop right up. Hashtag Scootfest. As always, what score have we got coming in for James? 61. Unfortunately doesn't put him into the lead, but a nice banker score to start off. Next up we got Ben Thomas. Had this guy in earlier. He is a great guy to chat to on the live stream, and he is an incredible guy to watch on the skate park. Got another guy with the craziest combos in the game. Like I was saying to him, nobody else is riding like he is. He is a totally unique talent, and he's out of Perth, Australia, riding for Grit Scooters. This is Ben Thomas. Bry flipping up the Euro gap, dropping back in. leg sweep bar out of the backside crooked. Nose press 3. The Perth rider is, like I say, just totally unique. Big long nose manual bar, yes, holding that so clean. He just locks into those nose manual tricks. Crossfoot lander, that 360 whip rewind. Finger whip up, 360 downside, was out with the rewind. Moving too quick for me, Ben Thomas. Cruising around in that little real street section. Wanted the hurricane, couldn't quite get into it, and that'll be time for Ben Thomas. Definitely a better run than he had in seeding, but I think his best to come is in that park section. He certainly can hold down in that part though. In go the scores in front of me. What are we going to see for Ben Thomas? Could take the lead here. 77 takes the lead. Chewing the fat with Curtis shoots as we see the replays. Love that leg sweep bar out of the crooked. That was dope. And this nose manual, that was the banger. So locked in. Never a chance of dropping that back wheel. And going for the 77 crossfoot lander was sick as well. Ben Thomas, 77, moving into the lead in the Scootfest World Cup 2015 for Grit Scooters. Tanner Fox is up next. Who we got shouting out for Tanner Fox? 14 shout outs popping up. About 2 seconds since I last refreshed. We've had hundreds coming in already. Get chatting on the Twitter, hashtag Scootfest, and it will pop up on my desktop right in front of me. Boom. I love watching Cam Ward ride because he flows everything. Hell yeah, Ollie. Ollie knows what he's talking about. He certainly can flow. There's Tanner Fox. Have we got any Team Tanners out there? Hashtag Team Tanner. Seen that hashtag popping up already. Let's see if it pops up some more after this run. Tanner Fox starting things off. Whip front scoot out of that bank. Nice. Bar whip in. Triple whip on. Toboggan off. Tanner mixing it up with the grab tricks. Bar twist, bar twist. How do you move that quick without dislocating your ankle? Going for the big set with the whip rewind. Nice, that's a big old 10 set. Stomping it. Bar spin, manual, whip in. Whipping on, heel, whipping off, stalling round. Are we going to see something on this little rail? Nice backside board slide. Into the final few seconds. Downside whip rewind. Double whip to turn it around, and that'll be it for Tanner Fox.
As I said, I can guarantee you'll see this guy on YouTube a few times. He's wearing his USA socks right now. Not afraid to show.
Got a shout out to BSC and Kellengrove Skatepark of Scotland, really represented on Twitter today. Good to see you boys. Josh White saying that Tanner Fox is such a sick rider, I reckon he'll come 4th. Good shout from Ollie. He's taking bets on that one. Get in touch with Ollie, 3905 Ollie. Shouts to Henry Gilpin, Dakota for the win. What up, Henry? Says Will. Here's Tanner Fox's replay. He's looking tight from the lucky rider. It's not that he's particularly lucky, it's that he rides for Lucky Pro Skatepark. You know, love that toboggan, dipping it out, and that flare on the wall ride. That thing is pretty tough to get some air off. Tanner Fox managing to chuck himself around into a flare. Next to Hunter Shoots, who's riding for Blaqe. Tanner Fox scores a 76. What are we gonna see? What has that moved him into the lead? Not quite. 1 point behind Ben Thomas, keeping it tight at the top of the leaderboard. Next up, it is Phoenix's Team Phoenix with Ryan Upchurch riding. Ryan stepping in last minute for Rumit Salik after a fall in practice. Everybody knows that face, Ryan Upchurch. Incredible OG, great man of the sport, loves pushing it forward, and here he is riding for Phoenix. That is not even his scooter, he has hopped on Rumet's scooter to rep for Phoenix this weekend. That tooth to back lip bonk, getting Techers over the rail. Oh, going for the sliding tooth. He actually managed to pull one of those off in practice. Those things are super duper hard. Nice backside double peg on that hubber. It's quite a hop onto that one. Falling out of 540. He's got a few seconds left to pull something out. On the buzzer. Oh, bonking as he comes over that bar to bank to bar. Unlucky, didn't make it quite over. Ryan Upchurch though, great to have him in the studio earlier, and lots of support from on the Twitter. Luke says, America. Who's on the judges bench, says Bradley Horden. We got the OG-est OG, as we see Rumit Salik with those shades on. He won't show off that eye. He has got the biggest shiny you've ever seen. On the judges bench, we have got Bendel, who is a really experienced UK judge. We've got Lewis Crampton, tech rider extraordinaire, also very experienced on the judges bench. We have John Carter from Dog Scooters, founder of Dog Scooters, the oldest UK scooter shop, and Martin Kimball, who invented pretty much every trick there is out there, the OG-est OG, Martin Kimball. 64 points for Ryan Upchurch. The church, the up, not managing to move into the lead, but a solid score for Team Phoenix to start things off. Next up then, we head to the district team, Richard Zelinka. We've got two new teams left. We split up the seeds so that two team members weren't together. We put the top seed from each team in the first 9, the bottom seed from each team in the second 9. So Rich actually qualifying much higher than 11th position. He did incredibly well in seeding yesterday, and he is about to drop in for district, starting off with a 50-50 bar out, double peg, on the big handrail. Nice, getting the backside board slide. Bar to bar, one-handed, and then the bar off. Rich mixing it up with all kinds of crazy stuff. Nice backside lip slide, nose press 3, little bar to turn it around. Swagging out the landing. A rail ride heel whip. He loves this little mini rail. Heading into the big flat rail now, bar spin onto the front board. Finishing up his run now. Couple of seconds left on the clock, and that'll do it for Richard Zelinka. Definitely a solid run for the first of the district riders. We'll believe we're the second place team in seeding. Cam and Rich, a real amazing all-round combo. Yeah, repping the district logo. Big shout out to all of our sponsors. Scootfest, of course, are powered by Blaqe. Then we've got Phoenix, Blazer, Crisp, Lucky, Chilli, Grit, District, and Scoot Mag. Look at that backside 50-50 double peg with the bar spin off. Bar spin, bar, one-hander lander, bar out on the pyramid. That backside lip slide was too clean. And a little nose press 3. Bar, hurricane, 2-7 out. Or heel out of the rail ride and the bar into that front board. Scores coming in then for Richard Zelinka, 81, moves him and District into the lead. Yeah, he is hyped on that. Cam obviously super happy as well. These guys have got to be consistent. They've got to score consistently high. 3 out of the 4 runs between the team will count. So one rider will be counting both of their runs. It's all about consistently scoring well. This guy is plenty experienced in that. Archie Cole, one of the most experienced comp riders out there, riding for Scoot Mag, out of the UK, starting off with a fakie wall ride to bar. Nice little wall ride turn down. Triple tail whip over the mini driveway. Rail ride whip front scoot. Backside feeble, Smith 180 out. Yes, he didn't get that yesterday in his run. Stomps it today. Now, are we going to see one of the nicest looking front boards I've seen lately? Yes, with the whip out. Hanging on to the nose manual, getting the whip out as well. Archie Cole sending it for Scoot Mag this weekend. Moving into the little real street section. Manual and across, coming into that big rail, no. Just using the whole park, getting the little wall ride. What's he got for us in the final second? That is it. Archie Cole definitely putting down a killer first run for Scoot Mag. He actually scored the 3rd highest combined runs yesterday. He's hyped. His park and street runs put together yesterday were the 3rd highest scores of the day. Yeah, flashing that Scoot Mag logo. Nice, love that. That is a great way to start a run. Clicking that turn down. What are we saying about Archie's run on #Scootfest on Twitter? Let's download all of these new results. Scores coming in for Archie Cole, 79 for Archie. Great score, 2nd place at the moment, but just behind Richard Zelinka by 2 points. And seeing as you could probably consider Archie's better discipline to be in the park, that is a killer first run for him. Nice, James Williams is on the live stream. Team Upchurch for the win. Miles Charlesworth hasn't seen Ryan ride in ages. It was definitely a surprise. A pleasant one, I hope. Tanner is just warming up, he says, #Team Tanner. Yep, Tanner's discipline is definitely in the park. That's where him and Finn will be the most dangerous, but they do need to lay down one decent street run between them. Big shout out to Dubskates. Competing, we got Dubskates team riders competing, and props to Ben Playford for placing 2nd in the Am Jam. Yeah, those Am Jam dudes absolutely rinsed it yesterday. They're amazing. Shout out Luke Bolt. Shout out to Tristan T-Man Yankees. Cam Ward all the way. #USA. Boom. Dubskates also shouting out James Power. Yeah, we all love that dude. Such a nice guy. Tanner Fox for the win. People getting really behind Tanner. They're loving him. What are we thinking about Archie's run? Go on, Archie. Do it for Scoot Mag, says Ollie. Cheers, Ollie. District saying, getting involved on the live stream, sending people their way, live streams away. Hello, anybody coming at us from District? Zelinka for the win, says Miles Charlesworth. Zelinka could take the win with a street run like that. That was rad. 81 on the board. James Williams says Dakota for the win. He kills it and he wants to see him win again. Yeah, you don't know what's coming with Dakota's runs. His seeding runs yesterday were hectic, and you know he was holding something back. More Scottish chat getting on there. Josh White, big up. Thistle Scooters making big things happen. More love, Ryan Upchurch. Big shout outs for from Dub Skates again. And more chatting about Archie's run. People loving that. Archie and Scoot Mag placing second after the first runs. Moving on, we'll be moving on to Chilli Pro next, Ryan Mcnamara. Now that is a guy that I am super psyched to be back competing on the scene again. Haven't seen him for about a year or so. Took some time off, moved his sponsors about a bit, took some time to ride for himself, and it's great to see him back riding in comps again. This dude is hectic. Join that new team, Chilli Pro Scooters. Chilli coming into the UK a lot more now as well. Whenever I've been over to Germany, they've always been well represented. But great to see them coming over here doing good things and putting together a great team with Ryan at the top. So Ryan, the top ranked Chilli rider, riding alongside Martin Nogle. Oh no, couldn't quite get out of that crazy combo. Bar twist to fakey, scoot fakey. Finger whip drop in. Backside feeble. Oh, nice 360 double downside. One in the 7 out of the feeble as well, but that one is super tough. How do you spin that fast? Out of a grind. Hitting the biggest set in the place. Boom. 360 leg sweep bar, no, just missing out. Dropping in for his final hit. No, hanging 5, whipping out over the pyramid, and that's time for Ryan Mcnamara. Once again, great to see Ryan Mcnamara back. Great to see him at the head of the Chilli team today, riding with OG Czech rider Martin Noble, was just on the floor there, giving a big props. Looking back at Ryan's run then, whip, finger whip, drop in. The back feeble, 360 double downside. That one is tough. And the 3 whip, I thought he was gonna nosedive out of that one, but reeled it back in, a treat, stomped it. Up next after Ryan is Corey Fuller, but let's find out his score. 69, dudes. Ryan Mcnamara getting that Bill and Ted score. 69, puts him right up there. So we now have a complete 2-man team score from Chilli. Obviously putting them into the lead. And next up is Corey Fuller, also from the UK, riding for Blazer, dropping in, drops in with the inward, down the Euro gap. What a nose manual rail ride, that is tough. Dropping in down the stair set bank, hanging 5. Oh, just casing on the way out, unlucky Corey. Yo, getting the hang 5, whip out. 20 seconds left on the clock as he heads in for the front side board slide. Moving back across the park, just a few seconds remaining. Chucking the backflip over the hip. And the double whip going the other way. And that'll do it for Corey Fuller. Corey Corey and Killian Laha representing Blazer Pro Scooters. Great to see those guys out here. They're based just down the road in Bristol as well. Check those guys out. Latest issue of Scoot Mag as well. Showed us around their hometown, Bristol, which is just about 20 miles from here. Is a savage place to ride your scooter. Incredible street spots, some of the best in the UK. And Blazer Pro definitely know how to ride those. They've got a great team of dudes who love to shred it in the street. And Corey loves to kill it in the park. Let's see what score comes up from him. He scores a 66. And that puts Blazer into the lead. Blazer moving ahead of Chilli. 204 points. It can't be 204 points, sorry. Yeah. They're putting together a decent score. Corey and Killian both doing very well. Yo, Hunter shoots then, riding for Blaqe. Dropping in with the Brian flip. Hunter representing Blaqe Energy, which is powering Scootfest this weekend. Great to see Blaqe popping up again at scooter events. Sponsored Scootfest a couple of years back, out of Denmark. Great set of guys supporting scooter riding over there. Brought over a load of Danish crew. Great to see them getting involved. And Hunter shoots out of the USA representing them right here at Scootfest 2015. In the final 5 seconds, dropping in. Oh, I wanted the whip, rewind, kickless rewind, couldn't quite stop it. But nice little clean run. Bar that final trick from Hunter shoots. That little bright flip drop in. Backside Phoebes. Stomping it inward. Bar spin, X ride up on top. Didn't actually catch the X ride first time he did it. Sick. Hunter shoots from the USA, scoring 69. 69 dudes, getting that Blaqe score together. 137. Daly is up next then, riding for Lucky Scooters. Finn Daly, a well-known UK rider, just getting more worldwide right now, and after this, he definitely will be. Worldwide recognition coming Finn's way. This kid has some serious skills in the park. Can hold it down in the street plaza as well, though. Trying to carry as much speed as he can into that big old bank. Rewind as he comes up it. Finn getting the crossfoot landing. Crossfoot landers are well on today. Everyone's loving them. Trying to up that difficulty a bit. Nice, sending the whip, umbrella over the hip. Bar spin out of the backside crooked. A whip, judo plant, bonus. Inward out of the feeble. In the final seconds now, Finn. Whip bar over the mini driveway. And what's he going to finish up with? The lucky rider from the UK, flipping the hit on the buzzer, Finn Daly. Representing for Lucky Pro Scooters. So Finn Daly scoring 73. Great score from the British rider. Chilling with Mason Leonardi and Tanner Fox, 73 coming in. Definitely one of the better scores in this street section run. But we've got the 5 top riders after seeding coming up right now. First up will be Lewis Williams. Big love on the Twitter for Lewis. Let us know if you're supporting Lewis out there today. Jess Brental getting in touch. Team Leonardi, come on Mason. Smash it, Mace. Got to pick myself up some Armac bars. Shouting out to Ryan Mcnamara. But this is Lewis Williams on course. The 180 out the backside feeble, I believe that was. Back front side 50-50 on the big buttery ledge on top of the pyramid, the great pyramid of Scootfest. Nice backside lip slide on the handrail. Lip slide 270. This guy is just so comfortable on the coping and on rails. Always sliding. Dropping in down the backside of the course. In the big handrail with the backside lip slide, nice. And that's time for Lewis Williams. Not quite the run he wanted, but it's certainly solid enough for his first run. Shout out to Corey Fuller from Dub Skates. Morgan James reckons Cota's got this. Shout out to Aidan McKenzie, aka Slabbers, says Josh White. Holly Eden is well proud of Ryan Upchurch. James Williams can't wait to see what Dakota throws down today. What's the score coming in for Lewis? The score is 68. Definitely a solid first run for Lewis. There we go, representing Crisp Scooters out of the UK, Lewis Williams scoring a 68. So up next is Mason Leonardi, another UK rider riding for Phoenix. This guy can seriously throw down incredible front side style. Always makes you look a little bit fresher. Front side riders. Nice backside lip slide. Fast plant front flip up the Euro gap, stomps it. Mason Leonardi can fast plant front flip out of absolutely anything. Saw him doing it out of the serial wheel yesterday. Let's see if he can do it again today. Gets the pry flip over the hip. Cruising right now. Mason now trying to pick up some speed. Yeah, with the toboggan. Gapping over the rail. Stomping it in that street section. Dropping in the big handrail with the backside board slide. Tasty. Cruising now as he comes into the final few seconds. What's he got to finish up on the buzzer? 180 to fakie down the big set. Nice. Mason Leonardi smashing it and putting down a great run for Team Phoenix. As the scores come in, I bet there's loads of love coming in for Mason. Big fans out there for Mason all day today on the Twitter. Seeing those replays, Mason absolutely stomping it. Love that toboggan over the rail. So 74 coming in for Mason Leonardi. Big score for the Phoenix rider. Cam Ward getting ready for his run now. Rocking the stars and stripes. This kid bleeds red, white and blue. Out of California, starting in the little mini over the back. Wall riding out, front side board slide, front side feeds 360, traveling too far. Cameron Ward riding for district. This dude can ride anything. He killed it in the bowl comp earlier. Absolutely amazing to see him really at home in there. Getting so much height. Ridiculous amplitude. Now in the street section for this run one of the Scootfest World Cup 2015. Coming into that gap. Oh no, going down. Unlucky hooking up. 5 seconds left for Cam Ward. I think he's going to call it there. And that'll be done for Cam. That is a killer team, him and little Rich Zelinka. See what the score comes through. Hydrate, kids. Stay hydrated. Sponsored by Cam Ward, who is sponsored by H2O, yeah. Little truck as he came over. .67 the score for Cam Ward then. Throwing up the horns. Doing it for district. That team definitely one to watch. Two great all-rounders. Cam not probably quite pulling out the run he could have done it in the street, but still a decent one from him. takes the pressure off. Now they have 2 decent scores, him and Zelinka. 2 riders left to run in the street section then. Jordan Clark, the current world champion, is up next. Jordan, of course, known for his park riding. That's certainly not to say he can't throw down here in the plaza, though. He was 2nd overall in yesterday's seeding round. Grabbed himself this 2nd seed. And here he goes, 4 grit scooters, starting off with the heel whip rewind. Whip front scooter flip up the Euro gap. Backflip down it. Sends out the footless rewind. Into Ledge-topia, I call that. Front scooter flip off, stomping it. Nice bar spin, front side board slide. Double whipping off the wall. Backflip over the hip, stepping it up right now. Pulling out all the stops. .360 whip down out of the bank. 10 seconds left on the clock. Double downside whip to turn it round. And on the ledge, the inward stomped right on the buzzer, Jordan Clark. Seeing those replays from the current world champion then. Let's see what Twitter's saying about Jordan. Big up to Elliot Jones, who's there now. He beat Jordan Clark twice in a game of Scoot the other week. Beating the world champ in a game of Scoot, not bad at all. Someone saying that was a minute ago, was like the first flip of the competition. Yeah, not bad. I quite like that in the street section. Saying hello to his folks, as well as Dante Hutchinson's mum. Big shout out to them, always repping at competitions. Get some Lucozade, stay hydrated. Glucose up for the world champ. Let's see what the score is coming in. 81, he moves into the joint lead. He moves into joint first place with Richard Zelinka. And that could well move Team Grit into the lead. A score of 77 from Ben Thomas, almost definitely. Those guys both throwing down in the first runs here at Scootfest 2015. And we have our final guy in these first runs. It's Mr. Dakota Shoots. Multiple world champion today, riding for Scoot Mag. Come over from California. He's been over in Europe for most of the summer, running his Kota camps. Check those out. I think there's a couple more still to come. Or get on board next year and learn from one of the best. This run is full power. We saw it yesterday in the seeding round. Let's see what he's got for us today. Backside Hurricane. Frontside Feeble, 3 whip out. Nice, 270 lip. Whip finger whip up the Euro. Backflip dropping. Double whip bomb, crossfoot lander, straight into the fast plant front flip down off the ledge. He's up around the judges' booth. What's he got for us here? Back-to-back kickless rewind drop in. Whip front scoot over the pyramid. Whip over the rail hop. Little front side board. And then turn around in the final few seconds, coming towards that pyramid. Fast plant, front flip, tuck no-hander over. Unlucky sliding out. That is Dakota Shoots all over. Absolute full power run. Massive from the 3-time world champion. Dakota Shoots doing it for Scoot Mag. Absolutely killing it out there. That is first runs done. We'll wait for the score to come in. Oh, this is so tight. Dakota Shoots scores 83, putting him just 2 points ahead as we go into the second runs. With a score of 79 from Archie Cole as well, that puts Team Scoot Mag into the lead, but plenty more runs to come. We've got all the park runs from all 18 riders still to go. There is all to play for. Massive stuff coming from Dakota Shoots in these first runs, as well as all the other riders. Richard Zelinka and Jordan Clark both scoring just 2 points less as well, keeping it real tight up the top. District, Scoot Mag and Team Grit all super close on points. It has been hectic out there. All right, we are now headed to an ad break. We will see you on the other side. We are back at Scootfest 2015. Welcome back for the second runs. Incredible scenes in the first runs over in the Street Plaza. Things going down, and it's all super close coming into the second runs. We are live on Twitter all day, hashtag Scootfest. Get involved with the chat, and we can answer your questions, shout outs. Tell us your predictions, tell us what you like, tell us what you want to shred in this incredible Rush skate park. As we warm up, let's look at those scores. Scoot Mag up the top there, Dakota Shoots and Archie Cole with two massive scores, 83 and 79. Grit also absolutely killing it. Jordan Clark, the reigning world champion, alongside Ben Thomas from Australia, 81 and 77, with Cam Ward and Richard Zelinka for Phoenix just behind. Big scores, especially from Richard, Jordan and Kota. Just 2 points separating those three riders. Incredible stuff. Let's look over to Twitter. Gonna refresh, saying we got Ollie saying, "Go on, Cam Ward." Yes, I love Cam. Love watching him ride, and he is one of the funniest dudes in the industry. Love chatting to him. Shout out to Nathan Pickin and Christopher Lambert, as well as Finley Holt, says Bradley Brand. Excuse me a moment whilst I pick my jaw up off the floor. Hashtag Cota. Miles Charlesworth telling us all how it is. Absolutely, man. That fast plant front flip over that pyramid is just outrageous. What just happened, said Braden Harrington at Dakota Shoots. Yeah, he just shut it down. Ollie giving Cota some love as well. Jordan's run was pretty good, says Dylan Morrison. Some props from another very good rider. That was a whole new level of wow, says Miles Charlesworth. Jordan Clark for the win, says Ollie. Hashtag ScootMag, yep, getting used to that as well, but hashtag ScootFest. Nathan Pickin getting involved. Shout out to the Hidden Crew. Hidden Crew, what's up? How's it going? Miles Charlesworth, is that M. Shah Media reckons Cam hasn't taken his shirt off since the last Scootfest. Murica. And shout out to Josh White, aka Getchin Toes, says Ben Thompson. Jess Brenthal still repping for Mason Leonardi. She reckons he's the best one so far. Think he might be biased. Jess and Holly, you're loving Mason. We all love Mason, but there might be a bit of bias going on involved there. All these guys getting involved on hashtag Scootfest on Twitter. You should too. All right, let's look at the overall scores then. Currently leading with 162.5 points is ScootMag. Second place, Grit, with 158, so just 4 points in it, and still 2 runs for each team to come, 1 from each rider in this incredible park. Check it out, looking fresh on deck. The orange and dark grey looks so cool. Love it when they paint it like this. It does actually make it quite hard to see the transition sometimes. These riders really getting used to it. And here we go with second runs. Nathan Churchill kicking things off. There we go with the cam. My man Bob Drenth out of the Netherlands, out of Holland, on the camera. Nathan Churchill killed it yesterday in this park in the UK comp. Did savagely well. Very nearly made it on the podium. His brother did make it on. Nathan repping hard in the final with that trick, that decade air is too dope. Big whip umbrella transfer. Coming into that snowplow, they call it. Whip umbrella, is that a whip, inward to late kicked whip. Nutty stuff from the man from the northeast of England. Nathan Churchill close it out, rocking that tropical top. Scores coming in for Blaqe rider Nathan Churchill as Ryan Mack sends up the heart. He loves y'all. Anybody out there love him? Hashtag Scootfest. Hashtag Chilli love, because Martin Nogle's getting involved as well. Here's the replays. Love that bar spin, hand plant. Big downside heel whip. And those guys float up that bank. They really, it looks like they're levitating. Front flip over the driveway. Real technical stuff from Nathan Churchill, young rider from the northeast of England. Picked up by Blaqe for this event. Kid knows how to throw down. And scores coming in, score of 80 in the park. Wicked way to start off the park runs here. Nathan Churchill, great score for the young rider. Next up, on deck, Martin Nogel, riding for Chilli, out of the Czech Republic. He needs a score of 86.5 to put him in the lead, to put Team Chilli in the lead. Taking it all in. Martin getting spiritual up in this piece. Dropping in on that big quarter pipe, heading over the A-frame, pumping round on the huge Scootfest wall. Big 360 to start things off. Great to see Martin back out there, sending all the whips. He took a big bail in practice for Scootfest, hurt his neck and couldn't compete yesterday, but is back today. Oh, one in the ribs. Sliding out. Poor dude. Just bouncing back from an injury and takes a bail. Is he going to be able? Yeah, he's dropping back in for the final few seconds. Wants to throw down for the crowd. Was so disappointed when he couldn't ride yesterday and super psyched when he could today. Loves those big Supermans. Yo, with the late whip out the finger flip, the court bri flip, scooter flip. Martin loves his deck grabs. This dude is a proper OG. Like I said before, one of the guys responsible for a pop-in Czech Republic scene right now. Unlucky on that run with a couple of bails, but great to see Martin repping out there for Chilli scooters. Not going to score the 86 he needed.
You guys need to move away from that pillar.
Score coming in of 66. Unlucky with the bails, but as I say, always good to see Martin Noble competing. He's always a competitor and always got a smile on his face. Loves to be riding his scooter. The Blazer team back there taking on some snacks. Got to stay energized, guys. We do have some sick food here at Scootfest actually as well. Always well appointed. Got some badass pizza. 360, floaty as you like, from Nogel. All of the whips and going down, casing on this Superman deck grab. Gets the bar in the ribs, ouch, on the compression. But jump back up to get that big old Superman over the jump box. Getting a camera in the face. And he's throwing up the gang signs. He's happy. That looked like a nasty jab in the ribs. Definitely going to be feeling that one in the morning. But Martin's a trooper. He'll bounce back as always. The 66 score, not going to be enough to move Team Chilli past the Blaqe team. Unlucky.
Next up is Killian from Blazer.
Next up then, riding for Blazer, it's Killian Lara. Blazer need a 78 to move them into the lead.
Little shout out to DJ Jordy supplying us with the music.
That is definitely possible for this French rider. A great all-rounder. Got unlucky in seeding to have this low seed. Sent it so hard, he broke his bars yesterday. Slapped a new set on, and then competed in the park. Upped his ranking a bit, and chucked huge flares like that. First time I've ridden in person with this guy, and really impressed. He's about 7.5 feet tall as well. Oh no, going down, unlucky Killian. Running to get the speed back up. Popping over that little transfer, fast plant, front flip. Oh no, sliding out to the knees again. Getting reset. Stalling with a blunt stall on the sub box. Few seconds remaining for Chilli and Lara. Pump it up on the Scootfest wall. One final hit of the jump box. Oh, going for the 720 bar, but goes down on the knuckle. Thumbs up. He's all good. Not the run he wanted, but out there sending it for Blazer. Of course, one run can be dropped, so it's still all to play for. While he might not have moved himself in, might not have moved Blazer into the lead, there's still the possibility for Corey to do that. Coming up when the second riders hit the course. This Scootfest, all about the team competition. We have got a prize for the top rider individually, but it's all about that team contest for the big prize and the World Cup crown. Tons more stuff coming in. Hashtag Scootfest on the Twitter. Get involved, like we say on that Twitter, hashtag Scootfest, and it'll pop up right in front of me. We got shout outs, we got predictions, we got all kinds of stuff on deck coming through from all over the world. Jay Miller reckon he could blow some people's minds if he was in Scootfest 2016. Get involved, man, get down. Get on the radar. Shout out to the M Shah Media on YouTube. Go hit them up with a sub. Says M Shah Media. Self-promotion. Gonna do the same. Scoot Mag, at Scoot Mag. Give us a follow. Instagram. Big up. Shout out to Dakota, Jordan Clark, and Richard Zelinka. First, second, and third. Robbie Harrison giving love to the guys up the top. Super Thomas getting involved with the Chilli love. Yep, loved seeing Martin and Martin Nogle and your man Ryan Mcnamara sending up the loves, the hearts. Chilli love. Luke Scothen asks, will best trick be in the live stream? Hell yeah, it will. We are about to get, we're going to get popping with that straight after the World Cup has finished. Best trick, one massive check for one massive trick. We are psyched, but right now we're psyched about James Power dropping in for crisp. Pumps up on that big flat bank wall over the A-frame. Backside 50-50, can Smith. Scooter fakie over the driveway. Manny, around the world, nice. Whip disaster. Fakie, scooter fakie over the driveway. Cruising in for the big long manual, around the camera, around the hitching post. Manual down the tranny. And onto the quarter, scooter fakie. This has got to be the longest hit combo in the history of Scootfest. Oh, wanted the fakie nose. Manny on the fakie, scooter fakie. Callum in the park going nuts about the whip flat. That kid loves a whip flat. James Power racking up the combo points. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater style. Shout out to the Muzzle Crew on YouTube, says Stephen Smith. That flare was huge. Yeah, Killian, I'm pretty sure that was. There's bigger to come as well, man. These guys are sending it. Shout out to Finley Holtz and Sophie Holtz. Nathan Pickin. Dylan Morrison with the good ideas. Stay energized, stay hydrated. That is all important. Pizza and beer. They hydrate and energize, right? That around the worlder from Jimmy P, James Power. Fakey scooter faking over the driveway. And then of course, this big old man, you're getting the second angle. Round the cameraman, round the hitching post. And then drop it in manual as well. Goes all the way around to the quarter pipe under that Blaqe logo. And that fakey scooter fake, he couldn't quite get out of it, but we'll give him it. There was a dope combo and it was long. 66 coming in for James Power. Let's look at what that's done to the leaderboard. Crisp now sitting in 4th position. And next up, it's Ben Thomas from Australia riding for Grit. Only needs a score of 58 to put him into put Team Grit into the lead. Ben is well more than capable of that if he can string a full run together. And stuff starting to get tight up the top. Ben ready on deck. Didn't even know he was about to ride. This guy is the definition of chill. Starting off with the hand plant with a little whip. Nice 360 rewind. Pump it up. Triple downside whip just floating up that. Yo, clearing the bowl. That is a big, big gap. Double whipping in, double finger into crossfoot out, fast plant flare, packing in the tricks. This is a hammer run from Ben Thomas. Flare downside heel, nose manny, downside whips, disaster bar, packing in the tricks, coming into the hitching post, whip on, whip rewind off, Ben Thomas, stop it. What? Catching that so high. Bar, leg sweep, bar. What whip rewind, crossfoot lander. This dude is outrageous. Killing it for Grit. That was amazing. Ben Thomas out of Perth, Australia. That run has just put Grit into the lead. No doubts about it. His teammate coming over, a little sending it for Solly on the back of Jordan's shirt. Good to see that. Repping his mate, who took a big slam yesterday. Seeing some clips from Ben's first run right here. That nose manny bar was dope, but now in the park, triple downside whip. I love how he floats up that 360 whip rewind over the huge bowl in the middle there. That is such a big gap to clear. And just outrageous on the flare. Bar spin, bar leg sweep, rewind, double whip to crossfoot lander. Ben Thomas, like no other.
I'm just waiting for the go-ahead on Ben Thomas's score.
So Ben Thomas coming through with a score of 87. Massive score from the Australian rider. Boom! That's huge. And puts them way into the lead
Just waiting for the go-ahead
in these third runs. So Grit with a score of 246 overall. Huge scores. These scores will eventually be out at 300. Of course, the first few teams have now scored their 300 before they drop their run. So we take all 4 runs from both riders. 1 run on the street, 1 run on the park per rider, and then we drop the worst. And that will be the overall score. Tanner Fox now dropping in over the A-frame with the whip bar. Pumping around on the big Scootfest wall. Triple finger whip. Big onward. Pumping over the A-frame again. Getting speed to clear the bowl. Whip kickless rewind to double. Triple whip in over. Bar whip air. Sorry, whip bar air. Sending out the bar twist. Flare whip. onto the hump. My hump, as he drops in again. Bry flip whip. Dropping in for the final few seconds. Backside feeble. Bringing it round in those final seconds. What's he got for us? Bar. Through the bowl. 360 out. And that is time for Tanner Fox. Getting some props from his teammate. Once again, these scores getting added together, so it's all about the team event. Daly will be coming up shortly for Blaqe in their second run. Tanner Fox's score coming in, that is a score of 80 for Tanner Fox. That is not enough to move Team Blaqe into the lead. That will be on Finn Daly's shoulders then, if they want to take the top spot. That flare whip was caught so well from Tanner Fox. Looking ahead then, next up is Ryan Upchurch. He's getting a lot of love as we see Tanner Fox's 80 coming in on the screen. Ryan Upchurch then, not able to beat the leading score at the moment. But what he can do is lay down a sick run to replace one of their street runs. Phoenix need 108 points to move into the lead. So Ryan's gonna have to put down a banger, and then Mason's gonna have to follow it up later on. Still all to play for as we take a look across the Rush Park. Shout out to our sponsors while we got a little break. We got Blaqe powering the whole thing. Phoenix, Blazer, Crisp, Lucky, Chilli, Grit, District, and Scoot Mag. Looking over towards Ryan Upchurch, who is riding for Phoenix. As we found out in the warm-up show, he is replacing Rumet Salik. And Ryan is away, hitting the jump box, 360 whip turn down. Big look back that was as we lost feed for a second, but coming into that jump box once again. Oh, wanted the whip, finger whip, couldn't quite reach down. Stepped onto Rumet's scooter even to ride for Phoenix this weekend. One of that downside tooth. We'll call that a tooth plant. Backside feeble, going to fakie. Little scooter fakie as he comes over the driveway. Sticks the flare. Dropping in with 10 seconds left. Oh, nasty. Rocking himself a bit there. Lucky he had the lid on. And that'll be time for Ryan Upchurch.
As I said, time and time
unlucky,
again,
but incredible for him to step in and do as well as he has done. Stepping in last second for Rumet.
When you started riding, I know I did.
Scores coming in for Ryan Upchurch then. A score of 68.
I mean, you're never going to probably see anyone else do that today.
Appearing on my screen.
And the score comes in at 68 for Ryan Upchurch.
Ryan grabbing that 68, not enough to move Phoenix into the lead. But definitely a solid score. And actually upping his score from the first runs in the street. Next up is Richard Zelinka, who had the second highest score in the street. So district well up there at the minute as we look at Ryan Upchurch just taking a breather after that run. Couple of slams, good way to get the heart racing. Get that man a bottle of water. Actually no, he's done his second run now. Get that man a beer. Richard Zelinka now getting himself ready. Gonna drop in over his team's logo. Of course, he's repping for district. Out of Prague, Czech Republic. Big shout out to the Czech guys over there, who I'm sure are tuned in. If you're in Prague, drop a hashtag Scootfest onto Twitter. Get involved with the chat. In fact, if you're from anywhere in the world, we want to hear if you're watching in Antarctica or just down the road in Bristol. Shout out to Lewis O'Brien for getting his first kiss at transgression, apparently. Cool. Weird. Whip front scooter from Richard Zelinka. This guy, one of the savagest all-rounders in the game. Dropping in. Oh my days! That off-axis flip out of the cereal bowl using that extension. This guy had the second best street run and is about to put down the best park run we've seen so far by the looks of things. Big full whip air. Pump it across that A-frame. 360 bar. Big downside whip. 540 flare, sticks it. Yes, Richard. Still got time left on the clock as well. Backside lip slide on the biggest coping in the park. Double whipping. Oh, couldn't quite reel in the umbrella flip whip, but that was an amazing run from the young district rider from Prague, Richard Zelinka. Knackered after that one, but rightly so. Richard, my boy, absolutely stomping it. Ben Thomas may be my new favourite, says Braden Harrington on Twitter. Bertie Nichols can't wait for Dakota's run, mate. None of us can. Sam Carmedian saying how unlucky Ryan Upchurch has been today, and he has, yes. Looking at those replays then from Richard Zelinka. That 360 bar was tight, and he was stoked after that run. Bar into the cereal bowl. Triple whip out. And I'm more than happy with that run, and so you should be. Let's see the scores coming in. What have we got from Richard? 84. Boom. Best run we've seen today on the park. But unluckily, it doesn't quite move district into the lead.
Next up, we have Archie Cole. If you want to get yourself ready.
That 84 is not quite enough, but they do have two absolute hammer runs on district. Right now, we look towards Archie Cole as he drops in. Hit that jump box, 360 bar tuck no hander. Rewind air. Triple downside whip as he floats up that huge bank. Just losing his footing over the A-frame, but still manages to keep speed. Dropping in again towards the driveway. Pops that front flip. Buttercup air, sticking it super clean. Flare pulling out over that gap. That is you got to pull backwards from one quarter into the other. Unlucky going down. Lip slides. 15 seconds left on the clock for Archie. Manual and across. Just a double peg to turn it round, and going for this final trick then. Fast plant front flare, stomps it. Archie Cole for Scoot Mag with a nice run. Looks like he's struggling after that one. It's been a tough weekend for these guys. But Archie getting it done in the World Cup finals here. Needs to work on his cardio, does Archie Cole. But definitely a good run. And with his great street run, as well as Cota's top-rated street run. that could put Scootmag in the lead. A score of 76 coming in for Archie Cole's park run, putting Scootmag into second place at the moment. Grit still hanging on to that lead. Ben Thomas and Jordan Clark, as we look back at Archie's reruns, those replays. Buttercup was clean, and the fast plant front flare to finish up was a perfect ender. The Scootmag rider scoring 76 on that one. Just in the overall competition, Archie moving into fourth place. Richard Zelinka up in first at the moment. He could be taking home a nice check for himself. And who knows, if Cam does his business in his final run, could put District into top spot as well. All very, very tight up the top at the moment. That is the last of the third runs. So now we are coming into our final runs per team. So, heading into the final runs for each team right now. Chilli Pro will be first up with Ryan Mcnamara. Let's look at the rankings. First place as we go into the final runs is Grit. Jordan Clark and Ben Thomas, the UK-Australian team, doing it for them and putting them in the lead as we go into these final runs. Second place at the moment taken by Scootmag, but still Dakota shoots his second run to come, could knock off one of their scores and put them into the lead. Third place as well, District, really consistent so far. Still got a decent run to drop as well if Cam can put it down. Cam Ward, the second rider for District, if he could put it down in this final run, they could definitely make a play for the top spot. Fourth place right now is Lucky, Finn Daly and Tanner Fox doing it for them. Fifth is Blaqe, still with a run from Hunter Shoots to come. But right now, it is all about those final runs. Ryan Mcnamara from the UK for Chilli, starting things off with a 360 triple whip. Whip to Canberra. What? Oh no, going down on the leg sweep bar air. There's a bar leg sweep bar. This dude is outrageous. And once again, great to see him back and competing. 540 bar. Whip finger whip out of the cereal bowl. Front scooter flip on the way out this time. Brand new Chilli rider, only been with him a couple of months. Where's he headed now? Heading up to the top of the big bank. We saw this yesterday in the UK comp. He needs more noise coming through. We want to see this flip dropping off the big bank. Outrageous, unlucky Ryan sliding out. My goodness, that is 10 times tasty. Unlucky he didn't stomp it. But we want to see that in best trick for sure. Ryan Mcnamara throwing it down as he always does, putting it on the line for Chilli Pro Scooters.
100% I want to see him land that in the best trick competition following this.
That flip dropping was just outrageous. Not going to be the score he wants, not going to be enough to put Chilli into the lead, unfortunately. But Ryan Mcnamara coming through with a score of 76. That moves Chilli into 6th position. Great to see the German-based brand moving into the UK, moving out worldwide, picking up some great riders. Martin Nogle and Ryan Upchurch, two great ambassadors of the sport. Sorry, not Ryan Upchurch, Ryan Mcnamara. Martin Nogle and Ryan Mcnamara, two great ambassadors of the sport in the Czech Republic and the UK. Next up, Blazer, Corey Fuller, UK rider. This guy came out of nowhere last year, threw down a couple of outrageous edits. Absolute bangers on the regs from Corey Fuller. He's about to drop in then. Blazer with their final run. Heading over the box backwards, getting set up on that big Scootfest vert wall. Inward over the jump box to start things off. Pops up the flare on the back of the jump box. Into the cereal bowl. Double heel rewind, couldn't quite get it back to his feet. Nice, late whip on the inward. Nose Manion as he heads over, whip, rewind. Oh, couldn't quite reel the whip it in the flare. Drop it in for his final few seconds of this, the final run for Blazer. Oh, wanted the brighter inward, I think, there. Couldn't quite reel it in again. Unlucky for the Blazer Pro rider. Another brand that's great to see here at Scootfest 2015. Blazer Pro. Lots of new members to their team, lots of new stuff coming out, and based just down the road in Bristol. Corey getting unlucky in that run, but can absolutely send it. What are we saying on the Twitter? Finley Holt shouts out to Motherwell Kids and Dutchy and Paul Nugent. Ben Jones says, go Ryan, sending the Chilli love. Corey Fuller with that inward, starting things off, popping up that flare. Shout out to Cammy Burns. Yeah, we love Cammy Burns here. Always a big fan of Scoot Mag as well. Cammy Burns doing it up in Scotland. Team Archie, says Mark Jameson. Another Scoot Mag rider. Corey Fuller scoring 65. Not going to be enough to put Blazer into the lead, unfortunately. But a nice score from the young rider. He's definitely capable of more. But you never know in a competition like this. High pressure, big course to ride. It's never always going to go to plan. Up next, heading to the Blaqe team and Hunter Shoots. US of A. Getting some encouragement from his fellow Californian, Mr. Cameron Ward. But here's Hunter Shoots, rocking one of the sickest lids I've ever seen. Actually, he's got like a full custom sprayed lid. Looks amazing. And here he goes. Riding for Blaqe. Pumping across that A-frame. Dropping into that jump box. One. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the double, but goes for the inward to whip to rewind. Front flip whip. Oh no, couldn't quite get it. The rotation full. He gets so low on those. They're crazy. It looks like he's going to scrape his helmet on the jump box. It's the inward out of the cereal bowl. Double whipping as he comes across the driveway. Oh, going down again. Couldn't quite reel it back into his heels. Final seconds then for Hunter Shoots. Pumping up on the big vert wall into the jump box. 1, 2, oh no. Not the run the Californian would have wanted. But like I said before, it's always tough to pull out the stops in such a high pressure situation. And when you're facing off against some of the best riders in the world, you've got to throw down, you've got to put your best stuff on the line. No time for banker runs. Got to be all bangers. Especially in these final runs, a last of 4 runs per team. Just not quite getting the rotation on that one, Hunter. But still been shredding for Blaqe all weekend. Pops those inwards like they're absolutely nothing. Scores coming in for Hunter Shoots then. 64 for the Blaqe rider. Of course, never going to be too high with a couple of bails. Judges always mark those down heavily. Want to see a rider stay on his feet for the entire minute. Heading into the final few riders then. 6 left to go. Finn Daly is up next and could take the lead here. 90 points will put him in the lead. It's a big ask, but Finn Daly is up to the challenge. 90 points needed to put Lucky on the top step. And here we go with Finn Daly. Pumping round. Double out, footless rewind to double back. If you haven't heard of Finn Daly, get to know. This dude is outrageous. Whip rewind on his way out the bowl. Up on the hitching post, stalling with the salad, pumping into the big bank. Fast plant flare, stomps it through the bowl once again. Triple whip out. .540 bar goes down, unlucky. And that'll be time for Finn Daly, the UK lucky rider. Probably not doing quite enough to move his team into the lead right there. But still putting down a decent run and could put Lucky right up there in contention for the podium. Let's see as the scores come in. They're looking good, and a 78 for Finn Daly, putting Lucky into 3rd position overall. Finn Daly moves Lucky onto the podium. Can they stay there? There are 5 runs remaining, but some big names to come.
Still sitting in 1st place is Zelinka.
So looking at the ranking as we see the replays from Finn, still in 1st, Grit Scooters. In 2nd, Scoot Mag. In 3rd, Newly, Lucky, that's the team right there, Tanner Fox and Finn Daly. Finn just put them onto the podium. Giving some love to the camera. Hi, Mum, from Tanner Fox. Hi, Tanner Fox's mum. So they are in 3rd position currently. And in 4th, we've got District. Up next, Crisp rider Lewis Williams, newly crowned King of the Bowl. What's he got for us in the final run from Crisp? So much amplitude from this dude. Underflip toboggan to start things off. Huge double downside heel whip. Cruising over that snowplow. Gapping onto the big quarter. Into the lip slide. Running up that ramp, downside whip to can. On the hitching post. Whip ice bar. Outrageous. Absolute fire from the British rider. Sugarcane backside, transferring up into it. This guy has got his head on today. He said he was injured yesterday, and then he's gone out and pulled this run and a King of the Bowl win. He is killing it right now at Scootfest 2015 for Crisp Scooters. 720, oh no! On the cork 7, sliding out, but still an absolute hammer run from the Crisp rider. Yes, Lewis. Getting hugs from his team manager, as well as Solly Bloomfield and the world champion Jordan Clark. Well, he's getting props from everyone. They all love him. He is the rider's rider, Lewis Williams. He's not going to be able to move Crisp into the lead, but he could put them right up there And he could put himself right up there as well with that run. So floaty. The technical difficulty is through the roof, but you wouldn't know it. He makes everything look so easy. That whip ice bar on the hitching post was next level. Pure fire coming from the Chris rider. And that's 7, so unlucky. Check out the Scoot Mag advert coming up shortly for a landing one of those. He makes them look filthy. 85 coming in from Lewis Williams. Big score, putting him in 5th in the overall ranks. And moving Crisp into 5th position overall as well. So 5th and 5th in the individual and team competitions for Lewis Williams and Crisp. Next up, we head to Phoenix and Mason Leonardi, just 4 runs remaining. Mason took his Phoenix on a hell of a ride in the street section. Let's see what he can do when he's more at home in the park. Big Superman, late bar. Bri flip, double whip, just slipping the foot, unlucky. Bar spin, downside whip, into the cereal bowl. 360 bar, rewind, rewind. What, that is nuts on such a small transition. Fast plant front flip over the driveway, straight onto the hitching post with the bar off. Pumping up again, triple downside whip. Drop it in once again, heading over the jump box backwards. Tuck no hander. This guy doesn't leave a wall bare. Tricking off everything. Toboggan, tuck no hander. Going fakey, turning around straight into the backflip, drop in. And on the buzzer with the downside whip to bar. Mason Leonardi putting together another seriously solid run. Just one slip of the foot in that one. That will do Phoenix very nicely.
Absolutely killing it from Phoenix Scooters there, Mason.
Mason with the scores coming in right now.
Doing some of the biggest.
Don't think he's going to be able to move them into the lead. Oh, and just missing out on the podium as well. 81 points from Mason Leonardi. Puts Phoenix into 4th position overall. Mason doing very nicely in that, but couldn't do quite enough to put Phoenix onto the podium. That podium still looking lucky in 3rd, Scoot Mag in 2nd, Grit in 1st. As we look at those replays from Mason, that backflip dropping. He does that with absolutely no run up at all. He's got it on lock. Mason Leonardi with that 81 points there on the screen. A real nice run, one of the best park runs we've seen.
And also putting Phoenix into the 5th position for the team rankings.
So Phoenix moving into 5th overall in the team rankings. Mason into 4th in the individual. Of course, the individual just going to 1 rider though, so not going to be enough. And Cam Ward now getting ready for district. 3 riders left to go. District currently sitting in 4th place. Let's see if Cam can change that. So much speed. Boom with a disaster on the massive vert wall. What? That was like a scooter fakey double T-bog. Truck driver over the bowl. Just tapping down with his foot but carrying the speed. Bar spin coming back the other way. Huge floaty bri flip. Triple whip. Toboggan bar. Bar spin fakey over the driveway, slowing it down a little. Backside feeble to backside lip slide. Cruising over the hump. Whip on, 270 bar out. Stalled to bri flip. Oh, has he slipped out? Just about kept his feet on the looks things. Fakey feeble. 180 whip, bar, half cab. Double downside whip. And nose pressing around the 3, but just losing the foot. And that is time for Cameron Ward. Started very, very strong on that. Slowed down a bit towards the end, but that could still be enough to put them in the lead. Let's see as the scores come in. They're looking good. Could they move District into third place? No, because they've moved District into second place. 80 for Cameron Ward in his second run. Huge floaty bar spin. Absolutely love that. And that massive bri flip. That amplitude is what scores Cameron so highly. The judges absolutely love it. So a massive 80 points from Cam Ward moves him and Richard Zelinka riding for District into second place overall with 2 runs to come. So 2 riders left to go. Next is Jordan Clark. They don't need anything to move into the top spot because they are already there. But Jordan could definitely better a previous run and move them further in the lead, making more for Dakota Shoots to do. Currently looking at Grit in first place, District in second, and Scoot Mag in third. Can Jordan move Grit further away from the field? The world champion drops in for his final run. Pumping it round. Double front flip, stomps it, oh my days. Straight into the fast plant front flare. That is a way to start a run, and why he is the current reigning world champion. Sends the Buttercup over the driveway, 540 flare. Double flare, what? Oh no, slides out. Stalls round into the hump again. 270 whip out, bar spin over the hip. Big inward late kickless rewind. Front side feeble. Bright whip as he goes over the driveway. Back-to-back kickless air. And in the final seconds, double whips up onto the deck. Jordan Clark. Oh my gosh, that was nuts. Double front flip to start things off, straight into that fast plant front flare. Never seen anything like it. So unlucky with that double flare just sliding out. But still an absolute hammer of a run from the world champion, and putting a lot on the shoulders of that previous world champion, Dakota Shoots, in the final runs. Dakota Shoots is going to need a 94 because Jordan Clark just scored 88 in that run.
And we have Jordan Clark scoring
88 from the current reigning world champion, Jordan Clark, to move Grit even further into the lead. They're now on 256. There is a whole lot to do for Scoot Mag and Dakota Shoots to do next. 94 points needed. But if anyone's got it in the bank,
Dakota Shoots.
it is Dakota Shoots. This guy loves this park. Threw down a seriously heavy run in seeding yesterday, and he was definitely holding something back as well. What's he got for us here as we head over to the man? There he is. Dakota Shoots from the USA, riding for Scoot Mag. He's got the thumbs up. He's ready to go. He's ready to close out this competition, the World Cup 2015. Here we go. Last run. Whip bar as he comes over the box backwards. Pump it up massive on the Scootfest wall. Back flip, rewind, rewind, rewind. Chucks the hands off with the huge floaty tuck no-hander. Superman deck grab. Buttercup air. Fast pump, front flip, tuck no-hander. Kickless rewind in the flare. Absolutely nutty. Front flare with no fast pump. Back-to-back kickless rewinds. Gets the umbrella flip whip. 1, 2, double flare, stomps it. Moving across the park. Dropping in one more time. Heading across that jump box again. Just cruising it, getting the speed on the Scootfest wall. 360 front flip, oh, goes down. Had the whip in there. This is gonna be so tight. both got a slam, him and Jordan. Definitely outstripping the rest of the field. Goes down again, but after the buzzer on the 360 front flip whip, oh my gosh. Current world champion and previous multiple world champion there on the park together. Can't wait to see these scores come in. He needs a 94 to take the win. Has he done enough? Scoot Mag need that 94 to move ahead of Grit. Currently sitting in third place, Scoot Mag, as we look at that outrageous start. The big backflip, rewind double. At the Buttercup. And then we're just waiting for this score to come in, that front flare on the transfer. So clean, that double stomped on the straight quarter as well, but couldn't quite reel in that 360 front flip whip. So unlucky, and unlike him, to see him go down. Has he done enough? No, he has an 87 on the board, puts Scoot Mag into second place, but doesn't do enough to move them ahead of Grit. We're about to head over to an advert break right now, and then we'll be back with the podium, as well as an interview with our new World Cup champions. See you after this, guys. Wow, what a competition. That was absolutely incredible. Scootfest 2015, the Scootfest World Cup, powered by Blaqe, was outrageous. I know I've used that word a lot, but it was just out there. It was absolutely nuts. Those last two riders though, man, Jordan versus Kota, world champion versus world champion, absolutely nuts. Got so close in the end. Kota had just about a beatable score, but going down that last hit, man, he didn't quite make it. Let's head over to the Twitter right now. Let's see what people are saying. I want to hear what you guys thought about that final while we get the podium set up. Mason Leonardi definitely smashed it. They absolutely love Mason on Twitter today. You guys going nuts for Mason. Jordan spent more time upside down than the right way up. Hell yeah, he did. Someone saying this is a nice little tweet actually. People saying, of course, there was no Kota at this year's World Championships. Someone said Jordan only won World Champ because Kota didn't show up. And he says, man, I was wrong. Yeah, Jordan really could take it. And the individual championship, they're just adding up the scores at the minute, but that is incredibly close. And we're about to see who won the individual title in today's World Cup as well. Rowan White saying Zelinka is killing it. Hell yeah, he is. That was a proper sick final from both district riders. Belhaven Bike saying they were really disappointed to miss being at Scootfest this year, but very cool to still see it live. Hell yeah, Belhaven Bike's always supporting the scene. Really good to see those guys. Shout out to Lewis O'Brien for getting it done at Transgression. Jay Miller wants to get involved with the street comp next year. Unfortunately, you got to be good at both, man. You can't just get involved with the street. Dylan Morrison said he freaked out when Kota hucked a kickless in. You think he needs a bit more practice though. Dylan bringing the heat on Twitter. Dylan calling him out, calling it as he sees it. No, Sam Carter Media expected some bad weather. He hears the storm is coming. Throwing back to last year. What else have we got coming through on hashtag Scootfest on Twitter? Get involved. Let's see if there's anything come through on the Facebook as well if we can. Look at those big comedy checks. Getting up there. Who's going to pick up the cash money while we bring up the leaderboard? There we go. Team Grit with Jordan Clark and Ben Thomas taking the win. Those scores of 81, 88, and 87 taking them through to that 256.5 final score. Massive from then. Team Scoot Mad couldn't quite come up with the goods in the last run. Dakota Shoots from the USA and Archie Cole still walk home with that second place. Real nice from them. Cam Ward and Richard Zelinka close out the podium for Team District. Great to see those guys shredding, and look how close it was at the top. Out of 300, only 10 points in it pretty much. Really close and really sick riding from all those three teams. Lucky coming through with a really young team as well to take fourth place. Big things coming from Finn Daly and Tanner Fox. Those guys are with not a lot of experience and coming through. All right, heading over to one final ad break now before we get the prize given and see those big checks, cash money, handed out to the winners. It is time to give out those prizes then.
It's been one heck of a weekend, but I am here to announce the winners of the team competition. Coming in third place, representing Team District, it's Richard Zelinka and Cam Ward from Team District, picking up third place in the team event. I want some high fives, and we got respects in there too. You missed. They came third in the team event, but in second in the team event, it's some race I also hold quite dearly. It's Team Scootfest! Representing Scootfest was Dakota Schutz up top, and Archie Cole, two of the best riders I've ever had the pleasure of watching. But of course, sitting in first place, winning for the team is Team Greer, Ben Thomas, Jordan Clark. Two of the best runs I have ever seen. Ben, one of my favorite people ever, and Jordan, one of the most talented young riders of this generation. Without a doubt, big round of applause for our winning teams, and a round of applause for everyone that has competed today. I said, make some noise, Scootfest! But of course, as well as our main event, we had an individual one. I'm just going to let them get some pictures. As well as the team event, we had an individuals, which was their street course plus their parkour score. And I can tell you, there was one measly point between these two guys. But taking the win at Scootfest 2015 individuals is Dakota Schutz. We are going to be heading straight into best trick. I'm just going to get this thing moved, and then all the pros are going to battle it out for even more goddamn money. I don't get any, sadly, because I'm not good on a scooter anymore. But we're going to watch the people that are. I need one more for Snapchat, guys. Just one more. Scootfest, make some noise! You have been incredible. We're about to head into a best trick right now.
So Callum Kerrigan there in the park, keeping his Snapchat followers happy with a little scream from the crowd. Jordan Clark and Ben Thomas taking the win for Grit Scooters, World Cup champions 2015. Massive worldwide brand, hailing from Australia, and massive here in the UK. That UK Aussie team absolutely shredding it. Looking back on those runs then, this Ben and Jordan across both park and street laid it down. We're gonna get them into the booth as soon as we can, as soon as they've finished getting pictures with their big old check of cash monies. Looking at those highlights, they really can do it in both the street and park. These guys loving the individual stuff from Ben Thomas. Don't see that anywhere else. And I'll tell you what else you don't see is double front flips in competition. Jordan Clark sliding out on that double flare, but it was still enough. Unfortunately, he was 1 point back on the individual title. Dakota Schutz putting together 2 runs, because no run was dropped in the individual competition. It was a joint score, both street and park going together, and Dakota Schutz taking it out by 1 point. Jordan just about taking the victory in the park by 1 point there as well. So we got gonna have a look at some of the highlights from Dakota's runs, the new individual champ here at Scootfest 2015, riding for Scoot Mag. That flip drop in was outrageous, as was that one. Back-to-back kicklesses. Fast bump front flip, tuck no-hander over the pyramid. That was a hell of a way to start a run. Superman over the bowl, choosing the biggest gap he could. That front flare. And the double, straight up on the quarter pipe. So unlucky not to lay down that 360 front flip whip. I think it could have been a whole different competition if he had popped that down. He needed a 94, didn't quite get it. Him and Archie Cole, though, taking second place for Scoot Mag in the World Cup. Still an excellent result for them too, picking up some cash and money. So we're now just warming up for best trick in the skate park, while we look at Jordan Clark's individual highlights, who's second in the overall, took out that World Cup victory for Team Grip with Ben Thomas alongside. Bar spin front board was tight. Should have this man on the way to the booth to interview. If you can pull him away from photos. When he does that double front flip, he has his head touching the bar. It is absolutely nuts. And that double flare sliding out. Couldn't quite hang on to it. So much rotation to stop and carry on rolling. Double whipping out to finish up that run.
I want to see you throw down, Jordan. See you down.
So right now we are waiting for best trick to start. Hopefully on their way to the booth we have the new World Cup champions, Mr. Ben Thomas and Mr. Jordan Clark. World Cup and World Champion for Jordan Clark. That is 2 titles that are pretty sick. Yo, Coda Shoots is out there getting warmed up for best trick. And he just threw a huge backflip to stall on that huge sub box on the far right hand corner of shot. Gonna look at some more highlights from that World Cup then. Got Richard Zelinka, who was 3rd in both the World Cup and the individuals. Super steezy, bar, one-hander lander. Backside lip slide and that nose press 3. This dude can ride absolutely anything. Like I was saying, one of the best all-rounders in the world, and showed it there in the World Cup. Taking 3rd out in both the individual and with Cam Ward for district in the World Cup. Super stylish guy, out of the Czech Republic, riding for district. Really funny dude to hang out with as well. And big shout out once again to those dudes over in the Czech Republic. Let's head to the Facebook, see what's going on. Shout out to Ben Grantham, OG UK rider, saying he wishes he could be here today. Brilliant runs in the Scootfest Championships today. That World Cup was pure hammers. Double fronty by Jordan. Love hearts. All about the emoji game. I sense some flip combos coming up in best trick, says M Shah Media. Yeah, let's have some predictions for best trick. Lots more pros coming onto the park for best trick as well. Open to any pro in the building. Still trying to track down those grit dudes. Get that interview. Hopefully we'll have an interview with the individual champion Dakota Shoots as well. Ben Jones saying Jordan's double front flip was dope. Yeah, it was, Ben. Dub Skates giving me a shout out. Thanks very much, Dub Skates. Todd Grady keeping it live and direct. Shout out to Proteus Clothing from Nathan Pickin. Jess Brenthal is well proud of Mason Leonardi. Yeah, so are we. Jack Williams says it sucks to miss Scootfest this year. But next year, all of us at Novart Crew will be heading down and competing. Yeah, you will, boys. Shout out to Novart Crew, keeping it real in Liverpool. RJ Phillips just loving the double front flip. As we look at Mr. Joey Kish, New Jersey native, come over from the US, riding for grit. Tom Back says it's one of the best finals yet here at Scootfest. We think so too. Hell yeah. Yeah, all right, let's get Ben Thomas and Jordan Clark back in the booth, making their way in with their massive check of cash monies. Getting some headphones on them and some and a microphone each. Yeah, you don't need. I don't think you need that bit, mate. There you go. All right, as we head into the booth, then we're gonna be able to interview. We're gonna be able to interview the new World Cup champions. All right, we are live in the booth with Jordan Clark and Ben Thomas. There we go. We should be live and online.
Hello.
Hello, boys. How's it going?
Oh, mate.
How you feeling?
Pretty stoked.
Raps, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, we're working through free, I believe. You might not be able to hear yourself, but you are. You're coming through. So, my boys Ben and Jordan, how are you feeling?
Stoked.
Very happy, man.
Stoked. No, I didn't see it actually. I wasn't watching. I found out that's the easiest way to wind up Jordan, to just say you didn't see him land a banger. He gets really annoyed. He gets really annoyed.
Yo. Wait, check that.
So, what do we think about? The live stream is legit.
Sick,
this is looking at some highlights from your guys' runs. That bar spin to front board was banging. Love that, man. So what do you think? How was the competition? You guys, we obviously got you in the booth earlier. Obviously feeling a bit more stoked now. Got some cash money in the bank. World Cup champs. How was the whole comp? Was it high pressure, or was it fun?
Yeah, man, definitely. Like, it's always high pressure, especially with such good riders. You know, we have to compete against all the time. But
having Jordan as a teammate, definitely securing it really well. So, yeah, we went out there and we smashed it, and yeah.
Yeah, you dudes are like really rocking it as a team, both putting together really consistently high scores, and Jordan coming through with that you just what like
just
with the biggest score of the park runs there in the second run, 88.
Woo!
Took the biggest score and 1 point away from the individual.
Yeah,
unlucky man, but
I don't mind.
no, it's still yeah. You took out the biggest comp, man. The world champs. He's checking himself out in the replays here.
Just tuning into the live stream.
Yeah. You guys have been out there in the real world. I've been in here with all the tech and the microphones and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, yeah, we're back in the booth then. So Ben and Jordan looking a bit sweatier than when we last saw them, but they've put the work in. They put the hard work in, and they've come out with the win.
Yeah. Right, man. Just went and got a drink, so rehydrated, ready to smash out this best trick, mate.
Yeah. So what?
See if we can do something at
yeah.
the cereal bowl, maybe.
Super stoked with best trick coming up. Who else did you like out there? Who's your favourite guy to watch in the World Cup?
Kota.
Depends which section or just
overall. Yeah. What did you think?
Cam lit me up pretty well.
Yeah, man.
Park run for sure.
Yeah.
Just flowing everything and just so nice and just flowy.
Yeah, and Jordan, yeah, Kota, man, that was an absolutely incredible run. So unlucky on that 360 front flip. If he'd have put that down, could have been a whole other story.
I've never seen him stack that before, so I was a bit surprised, especially 2 times in a row. But
yeah, it was. It's got to happen once in a blue moon, eh?
Human, man.
Yeah,
you know?
he's going to go down at some point, and unlucky happened in the World Cup. But you guys taking full advantage. Well, not even needed to take advantage. You were already out there in the lead from Ben's third run. We're now going to head back across to the park. Any final shout-outs for you boys before you head back out there?
I'll shout out to Nick Carragher because he Snapchatted me, and just WA, all the boys.
Yeah, boys. All right, get back out there. Best trick time.
Shout out to Ben Thomas for being the best teammate in the world.
Hell yeah, you are the best teammates in the world.
The motto's Dream Team.
Dream team.
Dream
for the win.
team.
Actually, yeah, we forgot to shout that out. So.
Dream team, all right.
Make sure you follow me on Instagram at JordanClark14.
Also Grits as well.
Yeah,
Grit.scooters.
at grit.scooters. Make sure you follow
Ben
them.
Thomas, 2 S's _.
Make sure you tune into the best trick as well.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Best trick time as we head back across the park. Thank you very much to Jordan and Ben and all of their shout outs. We are now back in the park. Joey, Kish, getting warmed up, getting psyched for Scootfest Best Trick 2015. Is always a hammer session. Kota, the new individual champion, on deck. His second World Cup win, won the first one back in 2012. When we were back at Stoneleigh Park, our original location. The first ever Scootfest hosted that World Cup. Kota took it out, so he's taken the individual title both times. And very unlucky, very close, him and Archie, to that World Cup championship this year. We're still live online on Twitter. Check us out, #ScootMag. Sam Carter Media wants to know when we're going to see a big edit from Jordan. That thing would blow minds. Yes, it would. You need to get that guy on film. District Scooters congratulating their riders for coming third. Cam and Rich. One of the best runs we saw out there as well. Some of the best runs we saw out there. Rich really putting it together. Got third in the overall championship as well. Ryan Max flip drop-in should be in best trick. Yes, it should. All right, best trick is about to go down. Okay, so we have got 10 minutes of best trick coming up now. About 10, 15 minutes left on the clock. These guys have been warming up, but it's about to get serious right now. Grits, Joey Kish dropping in. Stamping on that big wall ride. What? Bar hop on a scooter. Definitely never seen one of them before. Joey Kish bringing out the ingenuity. Don't usually see those off a motocross bike. Get chatting about best trick on the Twitter. #Scootfest. And we will hook you up with shout outs if we can. Let's get a game of scoot going down for Kota and Jordan Clark. Oh yeah, that'll be nuts. Young Jamie Hull going in. Real talent out of the UK. Another young talent out of the UK is Finn Daly. What's he getting ready for right here? Fast plant, backflip, drop in. No way. Let's see some crazy inward combos, says Austin. Yep, I could be down for some crazy inward combos. You had me at crazy combos. What? And that is certainly one. Oh my days, Kota. That was next level. I need a slow-mo of that. There is no way I could understand that without the slow-mo. If you could fill me on what you reckon that was from Kota on the Twitter, get involved, #it Scootfest, and we will find out. He just explained it to Callum Kerrigan there, the MC in the park, and you saw that rotate. Look, he can't even look at it. Kota checking in with Callum. We are inside the final 10 minutes of best trick then. One almighty jam. Screw formats. Here we go. Here's that slow-mo. So we got 360, finger whip, rewind, rewind, bri whip. That, oh my days. How do you fit that many tricks in one box hit? That is unbelievable. Cam Ward now going really, really fast. That is why we love him. And he's on top of the huge, he's on top of that massive, massive bank. That thing doesn't have, it has transition to the bottom, but then it's a massive bank. And he has been talking about getting up on top of it, riding up there. Really want to see that go down. A wall ride at the top of that would be really, really tough to get the speed, but absolutely incredible that he did. Let us know what you want to see on the Twitter. Let's hear what you think these guys can pull out in best trick. Kota already laying down the gauntlet. Ben Thomas, new World Cup champion. That leg sweep bar whip rewind over the cereal bowl. Up in that difficult, up in that like kind of danger level going over that cereal bowl. You're clearing a big gap. And again, that's not a transition jump. That is just a flat bank. That pops you nicely, but doesn't send you particularly high. Kota popping over it now. So much speed. Over the A-frame into the quarter pipe. What? Is he looking at heading up to the balcony? That is a brand new balcony. Just installed for Scootfest 2015. If he could get up there, that would be next level. Jamie Hull still throwing down out there. Cam Ward about to drop in again. Always good to see Cam Ward drop in. Boosting huge over the jump box, just cruising it. Air and round. I think he wants to try and carry as much speed as he could, but he's not going to do it landing flat like that. Over the jump box again. Boosting the air over the cereal bowl. And trying to get up on top, up as high as he can on that huge bank. That thing is about probably getting on for 20 feet high. Ben Thomas coming to the cereal bowl. Or going for the 360 downward rewind perhaps. Over the bowl, real tough. Still live right now on Twitter, hashtag Scootfest. Big shout out to all of our sponsors. Scootfest powered by Blaqe, of course, District, Crisp, Blazer Pro, Chilli, Phoenix, Lucky, Scoot Mag, and Grit Scooters. All coming together, sending their riders and putting this event together. Devon Lowe taking a bail there as we look across the park. Kota's back in. Carrying tons of speed up on that flat bank, on the A-frame, into the quarter pipe. Is he actually trying to get up there? That would be absolutely insane, to coin a phrase. James Power now coming for a big old manual combo. Manning all the way around, along and down. Into the quarter pipe, into Fakey Scooter Fakey. Little deck tap, kick it off the wall, summoning some Arno marching all right there. Warney up, shout out to him. He's the tech boy. Jamie Hull still getting upside down. Loads more tweets flying in. Join the conversation. Dan Thompson confirming, yes, Jamie does have a lot of tricks up his sleeve. He's a killer. Jordan Clark, 540 double flare. Now that's a call out. He's been trying them on Resi. I like to call him a cork 12. They are fully insane. Kota with all of the speed over the A-frame. Again, looking at getting up onto that massive, massive balcony. That thing the top of the balcony probably stands a good 11 feet above the coping and back about 7 feet. That would be the most savage sub box I've ever seen if Coda got up there. We have around about 5 minutes left on this jam. A lot more to come. Always gets hectic in that last 5 minutes. Emilio Garmendia wants to see a triple inward. I do too. Coda for the win. He's an absolute tank, says Luke Bolt. Again, a very, very true statement. Ben Thomas back in then. 360 heel whip rewind to double. Couldn't quite reel it in though. Benny T trying to carry on after that World Cup victory. Kiara Mead getting involved. Talking about Joey Kish. Boom, he's sending it right now for grit. Kiara Mead getting involved. Shout out to Kiara Mead, one of the best female riders on the globe. Hoping that Joey Kish takes best trick for the US and New Jersey. New Jersey riders represent. In comes Coda again. Look how much speed he's got. Coda's getting doubters in the park. Callum doesn't reckon he can do it. I don't know. I think Coda will feed off that negativity. Summon some extra speed from somewhere. All right, final few minutes of this jam. Jamie's been going ham in this one. Coda's been just trying to get a stupid high. He's already laid down probably the top trick so far. Ben Thomas, yes, stomps it. Let's hear some love for Ben Thomas on the Twitter. Another of the absolute riders. Got loads of love last year. People really sad not to see him doing better last year. Thought he was undermarked. But last year was so incredibly close. This year taking the victory for Grit Scooters in the team event. Alex Williams says, come on Coda, he is a beast, we believe in you. Yes Coda, you can do it, you can get up there. Dakota prepping for his exit up the balcony after he wins best trick. Yes, Kenny Owens, that is exactly what he's trying to do. If he just pieced out, if he jumped up onto the balcony and just pieced out, that would be hilarious. More tweets coming in. Hashtag Scootfest, get involved. Oh, so close to reeling in that last whip. Young Jamie Hull from the northwest of England. Coda looking elsewhere now. Managed to generate an incredible amount of speed in this park. Liam Griffiths involved now. Owner of a fast plant front flip flat. Always a crowd pleaser. He wants a whip umbrella to inward. That is an absolutely mental one. Coda shoots there, repping to the Scoot Mag. Reckon he's in the lead with that best trick at the minute. Still a few more minutes to play. And Ben Thomas has got something to say about it. Haven't seen Jordan Clark out there yet. Coda coming in. Tons of speed into the quarter pipe. Sliding out. Jamie Hull can't quite get that last whip. Ben Thomas, can he add to that World Cup victory? Not like that, he can't. Any more love for any of these guys competing in best trick on hashtag Scootfest, send it on through. Shout outs on deck as well. Jamie's getting closer and closer. Can he stomp it? Fast plant front flip. Going for the quad, I think. Kota dropping back in. Pumping up on that big wall. Wants rewind inward maybe? Absolutely nuts. Hunter Chute's getting involved. Yo, nice. Sending back the scooter flip to kickless rewind. Liam Griffiths pumping up once again. Wants that whip umbrella to inward. Gets 1 foot on, takes a slam. Slapping his elbow. Get that swellbo. Into the final minutes. Can Kota up his already nut box trick with one on the quarter pipe? Rewind, Bry inward maybe? Absolutely nutty. Oh, going for the 360 bar twist. Jamie Hull on his last hit then. Oh, gets 1 foot on, just drops the other. Hunter Chute's coming in now. 1, 2. Wanted the late whip. Liam Griffiths. Oh, so close on that whip umbrella inward. Almost over-rotated that one. Kota shoots. Trying to finish up with another mental combo. In he comes. Rewind. Bry still couldn't quite get it. Bry onward, perhaps. Hunter coming for one more go. Nah, just cruising it this time. Last trick from everyone then. As Ben gets a triple downside. 360 untwist over the cereal bowl. Just dropping the foot. Hunter, his last try. No, not going to be able to send it. Wasn't set up quite right. Jamie and Liam going side by side. Jamie stomps it. Front flip quad. Unreal. Hunter shoots. 1, 2, kickless rewind. No, couldn't quite pull it back. Kota after some more noise for the final hit then of this best trick contest. In he comes, rewind, Bry. Oh no, couldn't quite bring it round. Takes a nasty slam, but bounces back up. Hunter really wants this one. 1, 2, late whip. Oh no, takes the slide. Cameron Ward wants one more try by the sounds of things. Definitely up for that. Oh, Ben Thomas so close. That is a dope trick. 360 untwist over a huge gap. Big disaster. Oh, I love that trick, Cam. That's too cool. scooter fakie air, Benjay style. And that is time called on Best Trick 2015 here at Scootfest. Hunter stomps it. That double inward late kickless rewind. There's going to be a man on Twitter who's pretty psyched about that. Want to see some crazy inward combos. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Kota flying, says Ben Jones. Kota, I believe I can fly, says Sam Carter Media. Yeah, he does. Are you mad gaming? Says, what kind of 6 tricks do I want to see? Tom, I guess I said meaning Todd. I guess they're talking to me. I want to see all those ones that were done. I was sad, I really wanted to see Cam get up high. I want to see Kota get up on that balcony, but I think it was just a bit too far and couldn't quite generate enough speed. Yeah, loads of mad love for Kota. 1, 2, late rewind from Hunter Shoots, landing that one on the head tube. Hunter, Jamie Hull and Kota all absolutely sending it that one. Ben Thomas coming through with some bangers as well. Unlucky from some of the riders, couldn't quite get their trick down. Cash money coming on to the course then for prize giving. Who is going to take home this big check? Callum is there on the course, he's got it.
But it is my absolute pleasure, and it is your time to make as much noise as you possibly can. Dakota Shoots, he's taken the double win. Best trick for Dakota.
Dakota Shoots takes the £500 best trick for that absolutely outrageous box combo, I'm sure.
On that extension, the 1 and 4. But let's be honest, every trick he did in this contest was worthy of the win. Dakota takes the double win at Scootfest 2015.
Dakota Shoots coming through for Scoot Mag, taking second in the team contest, first in the overall contest, and first in best trick. Not a bad weekend for him. Spilled some blood on his elbow as well. Here we go, looking at that best trick winner. 360 finger whip, rewind, umbrella whip. Nuts, absolutely nuts. Dakota Shoots, the machine, the storm, coming through with a serious weekend here at Scootfest 2015. Getting props from his riders and his teammate. What a day. Scootfest always comes through with the goods, and today was no exception. Huge crowds coming through the door here at Scootfest 2015 as well. Great to see guys from across Europe coming down, the UK scene out representing hard. Yesterday's AmJam was hectic. We had 80 riders, over 80 riders competing in the amateur competition. Then we had 40 to 50 competing in the UK Pro competition, I believe it was as well. Then the World Cup, and then even more getting involved for today's Bowl Jam and for the best trick contest. Great to see riders from all over the world coming down to Scootfest as per usual. Always an insane weekend. We are bringing the new best trick champ into the booth. Dakota Shoots coming to join us on the couch. This is a familiar sight. We've seen him here before. Yeah, grab some headphones. So we are live and direct in the booth with the new best trick champ, Dakota Shoots. How's it going, Dakota?
Really good. It's fun best trick. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, just hold the mic really right on your lip.
Okay, cool. Yeah, today went good. We had a fun time, and there was a lot of riding, so I think a lot of people were tired, and that's why best trick was really hard for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's tough. Like after big 2 big runs, then pulling more stops out for best trick, often pretty tough.
Yeah.
But you didn't seem to worry. The fitness is real.
Oh yeah, I practice a lot, and I get to ride all over the world, so I get to ride every day, hours and hours, so it's not that hard to me.
Yeah, man. And can you talk us through that best trick? I'm thinking it was a 360 finger whip, rewind, umbrella whip.
It should be bri whip, but whatever you think it looks like.
It goes over your head, so I'm saying umbrella whip.
Yep, so it's just 360 finger whip, then you kick it twice to bri whip. It's not really that hard if you go really high, because the lower you go, the harder everything is. So
yeah, you got
speed is your friend.
You got to have like a minute and a half in the air to do that one, right?
Yep. Yeah. And Hunter landed double front bri whip.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was great.
Yeah, with the no kick whip as well. Yeah. That was tough, and I love that trick. Was real cool. The 360 bar twist or untwist.
That will have to be another day. That one.
Yeah. We need to see that happen.
Yeah.
We need to see that happen.
I wanted to try it because they just put it up 2 days ago, so it's possible. I just need to figure out how to go really far.
Yeah, really far, because that's like a good 2.5 meters back. So like
But also you got to go twice, 3 times the height. So
yeah, super duper high.
Yeah.
So great day for you today. Overall champ, second in the team champs, and best trick. Happy with the day?
Yeah, it was good. I just don't like falling, so halfway happy.
Yeah, no. The guys coming in and saying you're human, so it's got to happen. Well, at least it proves the human.
Yeah.
We're not just like peel back.
The biggest problem I have is just my thighs like cramp up. That's why you always see I am the banana. And so the reason I eat bananas is not to get cramps, but sometimes it doesn't work. So
you gotta get that potassium.
Yeah.
That potassium is serious, man.
Yep.
That's where it's at. Oh well, thanks very much for coming and joining us in the booth. We'll go let you get a breather and grab a banana, and then we're going to close out for the day.
Okay, cool.
What an incredible! Do you want to give a shout out? What's your Instagram name, follow and stuff like that?
Yeah, just Dakota Shits. You guys probably follow me if you're on here, but yeah, thanks for watching. And even if you're up in America or somewhere else, you're probably up pretty early or late. So thanks for taking the time to watch us, and we had a good time.
Yeah, sweet. So signing off from Scootfest 2015. Final shout out to all our sponsors. Make sure you check out their ads coming right up. They are supporting the event. Support them and get out there. Peace out from me. I've been Todd Grady. It's been a pleasure taking you through today. Keep hashtagging Scootfest on Twitter and Facebook. We love your feedback. All right, till next year. Peace out.
Okay, see you guys.
Nice.